A planet besieged, their defenses routed, a species enslaved, their homeland occupied. In their darkest hour, unlikely help arrived. A star-crossed alliance.
From the shadow of my father's legacy, I forged my own path among the stars.
Knowledge is nothing without the minds behind it.
Yes, my lord. It's very interesting. Now, can we please focus on getting out of this alive?
I hate when diplomacy fails.
You know, I've been told that my bite is worse than my bark.
So your perception check result was a 4? Yeah, everything's fine.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 20? 30. Whoa, the stars align right off the bat. Hi, Quinn. How's it going? So, yeah, episode 30 of A Star-Crossed Alliance, right? Is that right? Did I do it right?
Episode 30 is correct.
Oh my god, that's insane. We are so excited to be playing this incredible game with wonderful friends. And it feels like 5 evers. It hasn't been, but it feels like it. If you guys have not recalled, there's quite a few things going on, but just keep in mind that if you are interested in throwing us through a loop like Quinn just did, you can use your channel points to redeem specific things that are available in the channel point redeem area. But I'm gonna let the Pompador give you a recap of what happened last time in Star-Crossed Alliance.
Breathing. Sorry about that. All right. But yeah, I was just sending a message over to Quinn about the fact because they had redeemed a Stars Align a few sessions ago, but we were still in the middle of the throes of an actual combat and everything, so I could only do the perception check ones at that point in time. So I told them to hold off on it for a bit, and I'll make sure to get to it. Well, the party's currently getting to that right now, so we're gonna put a one Stars Align in the back pocket for Quinn later on. I'm not sure if you wanted to refund this one, or if Quinn, if you want to keep that floating around for when I find it to be thematically appropriate to dump on the party.
Please let us know.
Yes, please let us know. But other than that, as always, to begin with, PNG tubers and PNG artwork that you see here was and is drawn by the lovely and talented Precious Angel Wings. The maps and assets that you are seeing are, at this point in time, mostly mine, with a few still getting pulled from Venetru. And as for, we are running on Owlbear Rodeo, which is a free-to-use site. I am not paid by anyone to hype any of these things. I just like letting people know where I enjoy running things, so that way if other folks want to enjoy running them there, they can too. Now,
Quinn says yes.
were we? Yes, I see the yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. Last time on A Star-Crossed Alliance, the lull between waves continues, but that does not mean that the threat is gone. During... Oh, shoot. Hold on. Don't know why that did that. During their attempts to reset the defenses, the crew was caught in a crossfire from enemy ambushers. Hidden in the forest beyond, snipers picked away at the Bakishkik forces and injured several of their alien allies. The accuracy did not waver as a half-dozen near-fatal headshots kept the crew in cover. To make matters worse, the enemy commander marked the crew to aid in a targeted bombardment. The snipers faded back into the woods the moment their positions were discovered, taking few casualties, and have harried the crew and their allies for days now. The mix of sniper fire and bombardment has forced the crew to remain vigilant, but now the very air seems to have changed. The cloud-covered skies that normally range from vibrant oranges to their auroric purples and green, occasionally lit by heat lightning, have darkened. The clouds have become thicker, and the skies have become gray. There is no deluge yet, though they have darkened the world to twilight levels. Fog clings to the ground as the humidity reaches new oppressive levels for the human. Zip and Wayland have spotted something in the mists. Both shook to their core for separate reasons. Can the crew unravel this new mystery? Is this a new player in the theater of war? And why is Wayland sweating and shaking? Find out on a Star-Crossed Alliance. So we'll start with Wayland, as we had left off with you. Sitting at that ledge at the edge of the science facility, looking out into the fog-covered no man's land, you do see that strange amalgamation of flesh, metal, and ceramics, seemingly pulling the corpses of the Trill invaders from the ground, causing them to animate and then scuttle back off into the woods. Zip, you are there with Wayland, as you had been the one that had originally sounded the alarm of something so, well, alarming.
What are we looking at? Wayland, what?
Wayland, that dread in the pit of your stomach grows with every passing moment. If this is what you think it is, then this planet is already lost, and so are all of you. No hope. Not without the full force of at least a TTC naval would be enough to even stall them.
We need.
We need.
We. Oof. We need to hide. We need to hide. We need to call. We need to get off this planet.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's. Okay, start from the beginning. Why exactly do we need to get off my planet?
Quieter.
Quieter.
That thing. That thing out there, if it's what I think it is, then we're all doomed. There's no hope. It will scour the planet looking for organic hosts to add to its growing consciousness, and it will absorb us. If anyone so much as tries to attack it, I will consider that an act of treason and execute them on the spot. Do you understand?
I understand the severity and the premise, but immediately claim that I must abandon my planet. There must be other ways. Why don't we speak to that commander of yours?
If we speak to the commander, he will do the same thing, and he won't be so kind as to bring any Bakishkik with us.
Did someone break Wayland?
Whatever
Humans-
whatever this reanimation process is scarier than anything else that we've had thrown at us.
Wayland, that mix of ceramics, metals, pale flesh, the low glow of those damnable red LED eyes. It's impossible not to remember the security footage recovered from your parents' vessel.
just huffs and grits his teeth. He leaves and he starts making a call. Oh, the comms
Will,
open, by the way.
Would you like the comms to be open?
Yes.
All right. So you were walking back in to initiate a possible call.
Mm-hmm.
What is the rest of the crew doing?
I will be asking Wilhelm and Hanatra, what is this thing that he's referring to?
Unfortunately, I don't know. But if it has Waylon shook this much, it is a serious threat, and it should be taken very seriously.
I couldn't agree more with Sinatra.
So the concern is that this is legitimate and not that Waylon has taken too many hits to the head.
Well,
It seems
seems
so.
Because Zip also saw it.
I did, I just didn't think that. So, I'll start from the beginning. Large beaming eyes peered at me from clearly across the entire landscape, from one end to another, where most, well, at least our species, could nowhere and hope to see that far. This thing was looking at me. Like it was through a microscope. Simple. I know the looks of stairs. That was one of them.
A microscope or a
Sorry,
telescope?
Magnoscope?
Telescope?
You are most
Telescope.
certainly out of range, Wilhelm.
Just checking.
I can guarantee.
So, also, it has the ability to destroy planets. I can't just give up on my species if that's the case. I mean, okay, I'm going to take this seriously, considering this is a planet evacuating process. I couldn't imagine it leaving my fellow Bakishkik behind.
Anatra,
Hmm.
would you like to attempt a detection check to see if you can see what they're talking about?
Sure.
I would also like to make such an attempt. Is that possible?
That is more than possible. You are welcome to.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Here, you can most certainly see that there is a figure flitting about in the mists.
Okay.
Is it
So-
detection?
Yes, detection.
I rolled an 11.
You can definitely see that outline. So,
Mm-hmm.
whatever this is that is out there has Waylon shook to their core.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you are having extreme difficulty picking out any details of this at this distance, but you can see the faintest hint of those red lights that Waylon is speaking about. I will allow for Wilhelm or for Hanatra to make a history check if they have history.
I definitely don't think I have history.
I have the Lord.
Nope.
So, what is your lore in?
Music.
You know what? If you roll high enough,
Got it. Standing. It's 15.
15.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good roll.
So, very much in the style of humanity that you have come to know and love, you know that they immortalize certain events in the song, be it good or bad. And you do recall a couple of, well, there's a few meme tunes which are attempting to poke humor at quite a few terrible tragedies, but you do also recall the fact that there are war ballads and a multitude of other historical songs from humanity's history involving some form of mechanized opponent, some terrible monstrosity that had nearly decimated is the incorrect nomenclature here. For decimated is only 10% population. This resulted in the population of humanity being reduced to almost half during this time.
Oh,
And
it's
those red lit eyes that they are speaking of does sound something similar to that historical ballad that you think of.
oh no, no. If what I'm hearing from you guys is correct, Wayland's correct. We needed to be off this planet yesterday.
Okay, that's 2 for 2 now about leaving my planet.
We need to leave the system.
Well, that's great. What about the other individuals of this planet? We just simply can't leave them all. The Desians, the Kishki that live here.
Well, do you have any means of communication with any of the others? To
The other
warn
ones?
them? The other Bakishkik.
I only just found out about 30 seconds ago. I have to think about it now. Perhaps there are aether ways where I could use communication if I could start devising a method. But if this is such an event, then that means I have limited time and unsure of the resources under a current bombardment. The whole paradigm of going from this is just an attrition of battle to an attrition of my planet has gone from 0 to 100. I will have to do research.
You don't have
0
time.
to 100. A low estimate.
Barring
0 to
aside,
1,000.
I simply cannot let my species die of the incidents of I've just found 45 seconds ago now. Let me take a moment to go through my notes and see if I can find something that could do such a thing.
You have no, and I do apologize, as your Zip, while exceptionally intelligent and very knowledgeable for his species, your knowledge is planetary at best. So, the information that you are seeking involving a creature that they are addressing has never once occurred.
Yes, I'm talking about world messaging for communicating to others.
There's most certainly a ritual that could communicate to everyone at once. It is something that your sire possessed, but whether or not the relays in the capital would still be available for that is a question of itself. Whether or not Bakishkik that still know the ritual or are well enough to perform it is another question in itself. As you are fretting and worrying about this, though, Waylon, what are you calling in?
So, Waylon is going to call in. He's going to call into the commander at the ship, and he's going to make the announcement. This is Waylon Hart, and it might already be too late for me and my team. We have seen what we believe to be an AO cyber singularity entity. We have not seen any sign of fleshsmith vessels, but we have found one entity, and it has proven that it has the capability of reanimating the dead, most likely through nanotechnology. I await further orders, or wish you Godspeed in getting off the planet.
A response comes in roughly 30 seconds later from the captain, Jason Hawk. Information received. His voice is cold, almost dead. There is no emotion. Do you require bombardment on your location? Have you confirmed a cyber singularity?
And then at this point, Waylon will realize that he only saw it from like 110 feet away, minimum.
Through the fog.
Through the fog. And then go, no confirmation as of yet, sir. And it wasn't making any aggressive actions. Belay bombardment for now, but if you do not hear from me again in 5 minutes, start shelling. And Waylon's going to basically opt to sacrifice himself and go outside.
You are going to get a response back immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Activate. So you are to activate your emergency life beacon. We will use this simultaneously to confirm your continued existence and also to allocate a tactical yield on your location if anything occurs.
Roger that. Activating now. And Waylon turns it on on his chest?
Wherever you would consider the most appropriate location for it.
Roughly around his abdominal area, then, because
Chest, neck, head, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Abdomen works as well. You are kind of, a walking stomach.
Yes.
I
And
need to add a little levity to this. I do apologize.
Mm-hmm. Got it. But yeah, no. He turns it on. He leaves his guns behind.
What?
Save for the one with the pistol on it and a single knife. So he leaves his regular sword, his cutlass, his giant slayer, and one of his pistols behind. And starts to head out. Let me do that on the owl bear so that everyone can see.
So, as because during this time, this is all happening simultaneously. Zip, as you are racking your brain for any and all possible hints, your near eidetic memory just pouring through old peer-reviewed journals and possible theories and concepts for other creatures that may or may not possibly exist. At this point in time, as you are drawing a blank, that is when you will see walking by Waylon, unholstering nearly every one of his weapons, placing them down and preparing to walk outside. As this is occurring, Hanatra, Wilhelm, and Vizier, you also see this, or in this case for Wilhelm, experience this situation. Wilhelm, you can hear Waylon's heartbeat, and I do ask, Waylon, how many BPM would you say you're at?
This. Let me try to describe it like this.
Oh my.
Why is he going out there?
As Wilhelm goes to try to pass by Hanatra to go outside, she'll grab his arm and she'll go, "You don't have to do this alone. Whatever it is, I can go with you. You know I'm quiet, I'm stealthy."
As you grab Wilhelm.
I'm sorry, Waylon.
It would just sneak back. No, it has to be just one of us. Because if it is, there's going to be a merciful death for all of us. You stay here, Hanatra.
You have someone waiting for you. I've lived my time. I don't have to die. But if anyone is going to, it should be me.
Well, at least you're both aware that going out there is indeed a death wish.
My biometrics have already been accustomed. If they end, they will tract, and a bombardment will fire down on this location.
Sorry, what?
What did you... What?
That's the scale of things. If this thing isn't slowed down, everything will die. Everything will be absorbed. Everything will be them.
Wait, that's correct. The ballads of old talk about half the whole population's just going like that.
Then let's not do it alone then. The whole population's gonna die. If that's the case, then I might as well go down with it. And I'm scared to my shivers, down to my tendrils. How much time do you have? Did you give a clock to the commander?
Minutes.
Well, how long has it been?
2 minutes.
Then
You're
let's go!
delaying me.
Zip will actually be the first one out the door. Then we go together.
Waylon will try to grab him by his allergy. Will you be quiet? And put the gun to Zip's head. I will end you right now, quickly, if that is really what you want.
Waylon,
Fine,
we've got a lot
Hanatra.
of left, begrudging that it is. Please take that away before I'm required to kill you.
Enough. All of us. Just give us a few minutes to think this through. Rationally, without weapons. and without threatening each other. I understand that this is very dire.
We'll drop Zip.
Don't you have a device that makes someone perfectly silent?
Ah, yes, the thing that's also terrifying.
Yes. So why wouldn't whoever is going use that to make sure that they are not heard?
Well, Waylon did have it, but he put it on the ground. Well, with his pile
So
of
you
weapons.
chose to do the dumb thing. I need to take back my begrudging respect comment, Waylon.
Are we in what?
If I
It's known
die,
as a horror movie?
do we? Fine. Hinata, you can come with me. Grab the giant slayer. Everyone else stay here.
Okay. As long as you
But
take the cloak.
All right.
I
Are we ready?
will hand a cloak of camouflage to Waylon, and I will go grab the silencer weapon. Okay. Let's move quick, quiet, and worst case scenario, we do have signal language, so we don't have to verbalize anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. After the two of them head out, I turn to Wilhelm and go, "Why are all of you so crazy?"
If you understood what was out there.
It doesn't
We
matter.
don't.
You go in on a scout. Everyone was about to go on a scouting mission with no stealth gear.
That is on the humans, and I never understood that trope either.
Slowly rising up from behind and staring at the back of Wilhelm's head is Griffin Tyke, who just goes, "First off, I resemble that remark. But second off, how dare you? Third off, I do believe he considered that this was going to be an act of complete suicide, which is why he wanted to leave the best equipment behind for us."
We went there
Got it.
intending to die, knowing it would kill everyone at the site.
Oh, no, he's probably got
He
a...
stated aloud, all of us, that his death would trigger an attack on this area that would definitely kill us all.
Oh, no. It's going to hopefully kill that thing, if it is the yield that I'm expecting that they're putting in.
And what happens if he was taken out by an enemy that's lurking in the distance right now?
Everything within 100 feet of him will be atomized.
Right. Which makes us also incapable of helping while I just had a gun to my head.
Volume down, please. He is right about that.
The issue being...
The issue
Also,
being...
You don't get to act like you're any less crazy.
Oh, no,
See what
I
you're
never...
dealing with.
As I started this, I resemble that mark. I opened up with the fact that I know that, if anything, I'm worse than them. But I am self-aware.
You have to give him that. He's self-aware that he is the great.
Can you teach that to Waylon?
You have to want to learn. But also, as he turns and he points at Wilhelm, "I'll get you back."
If we live.
I'm thinking on the side of positive. And also...
My point is, he has put in a situation that guarantees, without any sort, apparently without confirmation, which is, I bet, why he's going out there, that he has called in something that scares everybody. I don't like you humans very much when you're scared, because you terrify me when you're happy. You're scared. The one time I've seen One time I've seen any of you humans scared, I've seen feats occur that I didn't think were possible. So, scared scares me.
It should.
You come in here doing things that are beyond comprehension,
Otherworldly.
and that is on your good day, and that is on the days when you're all smiling and just jovial.
In humanity's defense, or just in the TTC's defense, I would like to bring up that you can do a lot of things that we can't do as well. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. I'm certain I can. But I'm also certain that none of my people have invented a thing that allows us to leave the planet. And you did that long enough ago that it's mundane to you.
It's a difference in time, is all I'll say. It's the amount of time. The advances that you guys have planet-side in your bioengineering surpasses us. I'm just going to say that. We took different routes.
Absolutely. I cannot hit a rock hard enough to make it kill people faster than an arrow.
And I can't grow a creature and raise it from I don't know what you've spliced together. So, you've done an excellent job there. But anyway, I hear a lot of and I do need to defend on that one. And I do need to also point out a couple of the hypocrisies there on just the fact of you guys have done some awesome stuff too, and if we had met on better circumstances, you would have a bunch of human versions of Zip gushing over asking questions about that.
Possibly.
And yes, Zip, we do have folks like you that are just as excitable as you.
We've seen quite a lot of things very quickly all together.
Mm-hmm. And
kind of terrifying when you all freak out.
Our interactions and our first times together were not on the best of circumstances and are not the way we optimally like to introduce ourselves. So we did kind of crash land here. And yet again, sorry for the upheaval, but you guys were kind of already upheavaled before we got here. Also, who wants the binoculars?
Zip will extend his hand.
I assume you're not offering them to me.
He will hand them to Zip.
Zip is now watching intently.
And as that happens, Anatra and Waylon, you are approaching. As you make it,
I'm going to opt to actually do a sneak check.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll for Waylon. All right. And what is your bonus?
5.
All right. Very good. And Hanatra, your bonus?
I have
Does she get bonuses
camouflage.
for? Oh, I don't think we get bonuses for camouflage. That's only for staying still.
Yeah. Camouflage is a bonus for staying still, which would be a defense. Camouflage is a defense bonus.
Okay, so it's just 5 for sneak.
All right. That's still very good. It's an excellent bonus to have.
I also have Pathfinder, if that makes any difference.
It means that Pathfinder means that you will take no penalties while moving through difficult terrain.
Yep.
So,
and we could possibly be going through difficult terrain with giant boulders and all traps and barbed wires, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm. Which luckily you guys know where everything is.
Yes.
All right. But please plot your routes.
All right. So probably gonna go from there. It's at the forest.
It's right here. There's a
Oh,
marker.
okay. Okay.
This is
So-
the thing that
And I
we're
have a
staring
big-
at.
And I have a better picture of it if you guys want.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, you do have a big picture. Look at that. Look at that,
Mm.
folks. That's the
So-
thing that popped up on the screen
Waylon's
in
gonna
all of
go
its
over
glory.
by the guns,
Oh,
peek
sorry.
around. Yeah. Wait for Hinata to follow him.
Hanatra's going to gesture towards this.
Towards
The giant gun in the center.
So quietly, Waylon will radio to number 3, since he's commanding the it's an accountant.
Yes, the accountant.
Yes, the accountant.
Number 3, you are to stand down and power down the accountant. Remember how I taught you how to do that? And remain perfectly silent. Those are your orders, along with everyone else in the accountant.
You hear no response, but you do note on the back of the accountant a couple of the lights dimming.
When I say remain, this is something over the radio. When I say remain quiet, wow. Yeah, no, they're really good at that. Waylon is gonna peek around. Is it still too foggy to make out clear details with his scope?
From where you are now, I would say you're still at too much of a distance. If you were to get closer, I would allow a reroll.
Okay. So then Waylon's going to use signal language and basically say, closer, second trench. And he's going to use the first trench as cover. And then on his turn, he's going to try and get to the second trench.
You guys are currently not in initiative. So move yourself and describe your approach as you see fit.
So
It is at this point when they go into the trench, Zip, you will lose sight of them as they are now at a much lower angle and behind the rock wall.
Understood.
Waylon is going to carefully climb out of the trench, step over the barbs, roll through the brambles, around the mines, and into the other trench. He's just getting down in there. He has his pistol in his teeth, and as he gets into the other trench, he throws the camouflage over himself.
Okay. And where you are, I will allow for another one. But Hanatra, where are you going? Are you following behind?
Yes.
Okay. Roughly the same path, or is there anything extra that you intend to do?
Practically army crawling through the brambles to stay as low as possible.
Understood. At this point, you will pick them up again, Zip, as you will see for a brief moment as they clear over the road and between the two sections of low grass, well, for you, high grass and brambles. As you will see that they have gotten to within, I'd say, 100 feet, maybe 80 feet.
Okay.
About
They're
100
getting
feet.
further.
As this occurs, both of you may roll another detection check.
I was just about to ask. Thank you.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay.
That's double
Detection.
fives. Do I get
Mhm.
a feat point for that?
Yes, you may. If you are not at full
I'm
feat
not.
points, you may you may refresh feat
Yay!
points.
Let go.
It is a skill.
I got 17.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
All right. In that
Cool.
case. So, Hanatra, you've never seen the creatures that keep Waylon up at night, but you have, now that you are getting closer, the being that is flitting about through no man's land most certainly brings up memories of your childhood, specifically elementary, middle school, where during, 5th or 6th grade history class, they discuss the reasons why there are such stringent laws on AI at this point in time, true AI, in fact, and the rise of and the terror and bloodshed caused by AO, Alpha Omega, one of the few cyber singularity instances that occurred. Originally, jokes used to be made before AO about, do you want Skynet? Well, this is how you get Skynet. Unfortunately, after AO, those jokes were no longer. Too many had died. Planets wiped out, entire systems had been lost. It was one of the few times that the TTC, specifically the entirety of all Terrans, and at that time, the just recently having joined members of the Ten Dremlins, had joined the fray to fight back AO. And it is that being that is the reason why cybernetics are no longer allowed to have any direct access to neural pathways. That they're no longer allowed to have any chips or computerized portions directly in the brain. And it is because every individual ever to have possessed one, living or dead, were taken over. Trillions died, and billions more in the aftermath. This creature could be one of them. It has that same mix of metal and flesh, that uncanny valley of a being too far gone into cybernetic augmentation. And it's taken you until it is this close to you for your hackles to rise. But there is one other thing that you will know. You cannot smell it. There is no scent of death on this, not even the acrid tang of metal that you normally can pick up. There is no scent. Waylon, you have gotten closer, and the first thing that I can say is something is off. Beyond its appearance, beyond the screaming instinct to attempt to obliterate this thing, you are watching.
Sorry, you cut out.
The screaming instincts within you telling you to shoot this thing are barely able to be controlled, because beyond that there's a tiny little voice in the back of your head that something is off. Its actions and its mannerisms are too organic. The way it moves is not that of a machine, but of a living being. It has fluidity and a grace to it that only has been seen in the living. Because you can watch as this creature flits about and its attention switches between things as it is showing not only the fact that it is performing a duty, but it is also stopping occasionally, and you will see that it seems to be examining and possibly even taking notes.
I signal language to Hinatra, and I'm going to say, opening up a channel, the captain, and Waylon's going to whisper into his comms device while keeping an eye on this thing. Captain. Here, let me get really close to the mic so everyone can hear me.
Oh,
hear me
yeah.
turning this into an ASMR session.
Oh, goodness.
Captain, this is Waylon. It's acting strange. It looks biomechanical, it looks mechanical, but it's curious. I don't see any of that hunger, that machine consumption I've saw in the videos. Keep an eye on my biometrics, but something's nagging at me. I'll contact you again when I have more information. So Waylon's going to turn off the comm and hand signal to Hinatra that he's going to get closer still.
Hinatra will nod, but she will also signal language back. Is it just investigating the Trill corpses?
At that moment, you actually see it reach down and pick up 2 halves of a Trill corpse, possibly 2 half corpses from the previous week. The remains torn apart from the cacophony of explosions, not only from the shellings, but also from the landmines that had been placed there. As the 2 of you watch as the flesh knits itself back together, as it pushes these 2 pieces back into one whole. There is a soft glow, but there is not that, Waylon, there is not that iconic gray goo as this occurs.
It's so different.
Hinatra will look to Waylon and she'll hand signal. Do you think it works for the Trill? Or the higher ups? What if this is their threat?
He replies in hand language. If it works for them, why haven't we seen it up until now? Why haven't there been reports? And why is it only working with... He's going to, again, go further up.
All right.
And notice that he's investigating... Is that one of the traps?
It is investigating one of the obvious traps.
Anatra's gonna keep Waylon in her line of sight, but not be right next to him.
Nice.
Let's see. How far away am I from Wilhelm? Can he hear me still?
No. I
No, we're
heard
way
it
too
very
far.
Okay, because
You are out of range. The only thing that he can hear from this distance is your heartbeat.
yeah, because
I can still hear it.
at this point it's going.
Favorite musical note.
Yeah. As Waylon will get out of the trench. Military crawl underneath the barbed wire. Around the jaw trap. And continue to observe this thing.
Okay.
Would you like another detection check?
You have rolled the highest possible results for that.
Alright.
That's so based.
At this point,
How about a medicine check? So I can glean more information, possibly on what happened to the Trill corpse.
okay.
Alright, that's +4.
You want to boost it?
Do I? No.
Do you?
I see I have one feat point left, so no.
Okay. Fair.
11.
An 11. All right. The Trill amalgamation, I guess, is the best way to put it at this point in time, because as you watch it lurch its way off back into the woods, you can see that it is most certainly not alive. It is closer. It is unfortunate that it is so close. That is the walk that you were expecting. But
From this thing.
from this, yes. That lurching mechanical movement, as if something is simply controlling and ordering it. But this being here does not have that. It seems to move along almost as if it's not touching the ground. The best equivalent description I can say to it is, hilariously enough, if you remember Mars Attacks with the very tall lady,
Mm-hmm.
that would be an excellent way of putting it. So it has a long rope that ever so, probably within millimeters from touching the ground, but it doesn't seem to. And no wind seems to push this, as it simply moves from one area to another. Perfectly steady. At the time that you get around the jaw trap and have a closer look at it, you can see that it is, after a brief examination of the snare trap and coming to a realization of what it is, mainly it looks at the snare trap and then you note that it sees the pitfall traps, and it seems to have that something, that moment of understanding. It has almost like a slight tilt of the head, as if an aha moment had happened, as it realizes what has been done in the lower area, as it seems to have realized that the obvious traps are nothing more than a fen. And then it resumes moving back here, and will pick up a few more, almost lazily, as if, this is no effort to it. As it will draw a few more bodies from the ground, from the mud, and pick through the pieces that are most salvageable before assembling them back together. And now that you are close enough, you can watch as that strange knob on its back splits open, and almost a spider-like array of medical devices come out from it. And you will successfully... I give me a willpower check, actually.
All right. Oh,
All right.
I 17, and I get a fee point back.
Yay!
Willpower checks are not skill checks.
Aw.
I won't get a fee point
I
back.
apologize, but you will successfully you will successfully not brown your pants at the moment of dozens of medical implements stitching and reattaching these body parts back together in a flurry of motion. As while you are not a thaumaturge or any member of any form of etheric, but you can tell that it is also using etheric energies to bond these body parts back together. And that is your moment of relief. For AO, in all of its mechanotech glory, it very rarely would put anything capable of using that level of etheric ability out here anywhere without a full contingent to guard it.
So, Waylon will actually sigh and then gasp because he made a noise.
And it will instantly snap and look.
Waylon will remain perfectly still, eyes locked with whatever this thing uses for ocular sensors.
With your cloak on still, right?
I never put it back on after moving.
Oh,
But I am in the brambles.
it's
on
true.
my belly.
True.
It will move up to the edge of the brambles, staring at you, but doing nothing. Zip,
Yeah.
give me a detection check.
What's a detection?
It's a skill.
Yeah, what's a detection?
If you don't have that, then just roll 2d6 plus perception.
4 plus... Perception is PER is 4, so it's 8.
Okay. So, unfortunately,
Oof.
I'm going to give the best, worst possible thing.
I see nothing, right?
Oh, no. Worse than seeing nothing. Zip,
Oh.
you see just the slightest bit of the rustle of the brambles, knowing that that is where Waylon is as he has made his way closer. You were able to see, because of the glow of this thing's sensors, eyes, whatever those things may be, as they snapped, looking directly at Waylon. And you watched it begin to approach towards Waylon, and that's when the fog rolled over the area.
There's going to be a gasp from him. Looks at Vez here and goes, "It has sight on him. It has sight on him."
At that point,
That's not good.
Waylon is going to slowly holster his pistol, bring his hand up to his comm device, include everyone in the base who has a comm and the captain, and announce, "It's spotted me. I'm not dead yet. I'm going to try and make contact. Because, good news, it has powerful etheric capabilities and no contingency in sight to protect it. AO would never allow that. So, Waylon will slowly stand up and not move to the edge of the brambles where it is, just, enough where he will run back and off the cliff if need be. And that is what I do. Just watching it watch me.
I was gonna say Hanacho would definitely get closer. Because she's holding the gun. She doesn't hear the comms, does she?
You do not hear the comms.
Okay, so she's gonna, like, move quite quickly to try to get closer, seeing that Waylon is randomly standing up and facing off with this thing. It would be about here.
Okay.
And she pulls out that weapon, aiming it at this creature. Not firing yet.
All right. Wilhelm, Zip, Vizier, what are you doing?
I'm gonna lean down because I assume I heard there was some sort of noise of the comm going off. It's for Zip. What's going on?
The fog rolled over. I can't see, but the last time I saw him, he was eye level. And then I can't see him anymore.
What did he say over the comms? I heard the device on your show go beep, but I can't. It's in my.
He's gonna try to talk to the darn thing. It's what's going to happen.
Griff and Tyke will pipe up and go, he said it's not acting like an AO unit.
That's either very concerning or good. And I'm not sure which.
I'll take the second one, please.
All right.
All right.
No
Vizier.
one else noticed that the GM rolled a bunch of dice.
Oh,
That-
no,
Oh,
I
I
noticed.
saw it. Oh, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Choose not to acknowledge when the GM rolls dice for my sanity.
Oh, yeah. So here, as Hanatra comes closer and stands up, drawing the weapon, as Waylon stands up and moves forward, it moves back to here while still watching.
Waylon, obviously very confused.
Just making sure, yep.
Will stay still. Look around him. Do a detection check to see if anything's hiding.
Good call.
This one. 16.
A 16. Well, you will spot Hanatra behind you, standing up, holding a weapon.
Waylon will go hold his hand out and slowly lower the hand in suggestion.
Hanashua will look at Waylon, look at this creature, look back at Waylon, look back at the creature, lowers her weapon.
Waylon will just give the shrug, I know as much as you is what's going on. And then back at the creature I will look.
It's just floating there. Menacingly.
Like, I will go over the comms and say, it actually backed away from me. I will make an announcement in Terran Trade Basic. Do you understand me? What is your purpose here? And Waylon's still watching him as he's moving about, slowly inching his way out of the brambles.
It has looked at you. It seems to have given a passing note to the two of you, and then seems to have lost interest and gone back to what it was doing. As it proceeds to pull a few more corpses from the ground and, for the lack of a better term, stitch them back together.
Back over the
sending
comms.
them on their way.
Back over the comms to everyone. It ignored me. I tried to make contact, asked it if it understood, and it's lost all interest in me. I'm baffled and both relieved.
The good news is not this world-ending thing, right?
Yeah.
If it is, they've
Yes.
changed up their tactics. But every notion of data I've collected right now suggests it's something else, just remarkably similar.
It's just being mostly similar. It's just as terrifying. How with
DM, just so I know, the structure of its body, I've never seen anything like that before, right?
You have not seen anything like that before, but the structure, the shape, everything like that seems to be new. The issue that has been the screaming instinct of, oh God, no, not this, not that, is the blending, the extreme overblending of machine and flesh. And beyond that, the fact that every single light source on this is that glowing red.
So Waylon's going to radio back to the captain. What are your orders, sir? This hasn't shown any hostile actions, and I get the feeling if we don't mess with it, it won't mess with us.
So it's only repairing, weird phrasing, I suppose, but repairing the Trill? Resurrecting the Trill and doing nothing else?
It's reanimating.
Thank you.
It's puppeting them. They aren't actually coming back to life.
Okay.
They're
worse in some regards, better in a lot.
Oh, you have puppets here?
I mean, I understand the phrasing.
Okay.
Is this we should solve?
I don't think it's an issue we should solve. So, it's about as technologically advanced to us, and it's gone. Gone. I'm going back to Hanatra.
Oh! I was about to say detection check?
Oh no, it's right there.
Okay.
It just popped up right as I was leaving.
Hanatra will use signal language, hoping Waylon will pay attention and see this happening behind him. And
no,
she can't hear anything going on comms. She has no idea they're communicating. And she will wait for Waylon to turn around and look at her.
Oh, Waylon was turning around, but then he noticed
Yes.
It,
The
it
giant movement.
disappeared
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and was walking backwards. Luckily, it appeared again, so he didn't walk backwards into a jaw trap.
That's a very good call.
The way it winked out was you were looking at it. One moment it was there, the next it was gone. Like it was simply cut out of existence.
Like an FTL drive?
It moved from one location, it was gone, and then it was it was, and then it wasn't. And then it was. There was no sound, there was no... The grass hasn't even been ruffled by its reappearance. Air was not displaced by it returning.
Hey. Waylon will, not go back because that's what in his mind, that's what caused it to disappear. Waylon's going to inch closer again.
Not just doing your best not to laugh, or is that paw?
That's Paw. Hanatra, again, like I said, she has had no comms, no verbal communication that she heard doesn't exist. So it has just been like a Mexican standoff of them just staring at each other.
Waylon
Not
will
necessarily
raise his hand and hope that Paw is watching it. Raise his hands like in a gesture of surrender, and then do some sign language, basically saying, "Don't know what's going on. You wanna get more info. Don't shoot it yet." Or just don't shoot it. That might make things quicker on me.
It raises its hand.
I lower my hands after I'm done talking.
It signs. Going. Info. Don't shoot.
Uh-oh.
We'll sign back. I won't shoot. Why didn't... Can you not vocalize?
And it will begin to leave.
Goodbye, he says out loud.
Bespoke nightmares.
The void waved back and said, "Don't shoot," and left.
Yeah. Hanatra's gonna put the gun down, walk away for a minute, and just go, "What was that?" Because that's not what I remember.
Waylon collapses into the brambles on his butt, leaning back on his hands, just panting, sweat dripping down his chin. I don't know.
Hanatra will go and, like, kneel down next to Waylon, like, handing him a clean sock to help wipe any sweat.
He wipes off his chin, like... It was like having a nightmare, but then the thing chasing you in your nightmare was like, I'm tired of chasing you. Want to have some tea? And then you have a lovely tea with them, and then things are like, oh, you're dangerous. I'm gonna get out of here. So I'm a little flustered right now and confused.
You're confused. I was in radio silence most through that.
You know, you can turn off the plate, right?
No, I don't know that.
Oh, yeah. This.
Well, it's sitting
Did
over
you
there
even-
in the trench.
Did you even turn it on? Because I didn't have it on.
I don't know, but I wasn't hearing anything, so I guess it was on.
I guess it was on. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was terrifying. I
Let
think
me
it's on
radio
their
into the
side.
Captain.
While this is going on, and you guys are doing that, hey Zip, please give me a boosted detection check.
Boosted.
Um,
Boosted?
One more D added, right?
Yep, one more dice added.
7, 9, 13.
Okay. Take a look at the map and tell me if you notice anything.
Me noticing things. I see. This is over here now.
Huh.
Seems a lot cleaner over here.
Sorry, I moved something by mistake.
You can just hit the back button so that way you undo whatever it was that you accidentally moved.
Well, there was
I
one
did.
with a.
Okay.
Yeah, it was over here. Now it's over here. This area seems extremely clean by comparison. Let's see. What else would I notice?
Vizier,
I
have
see
you
it.
noticed? Okay. Vizier, have you noticed? Would you like to make a roll?
Can I point it out or wait?
I don't
Wait,
get.
because you two are currently having a conversation, so I want it to come in over the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get the hint. Sorry.
I've seen it, but I can't say anything because
I
I
know.
couldn't detect it.
All right, you said boosted?
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
16 total.
All right.
and you rolled a double.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did, and this is a skill check, so it does count as a feat point restore.
Fantastic. Now, did a lot of bodies just disappear? Or was I not paying attention earlier?
Okay, so it has been, so the various corpses that had been, you remember the 80 or so trill that had marched up here
Yeah,
into active
That's what I
minefield?
said before. It's clean over here.
Yes, this
don't
area here seems to have been surprisingly picked clean of corpses, but that is
Okay,
not
so I
the
was
thing.
right.
So
Oh,
that is one thing, but there's, as you said, because you did bring up this,
Yep.
but Vizier, if you want to radio something in.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
There it
absolutely.
is.
Hey, so that thing that you guys were seeing in the long distance, I think I see it now. And it's here. Like really close.
What do you mean, it's here? It just
They're
left.
here.
It has appeared on the field of battle near our outermost trench.
You said there?
Wait.
Are there... How many are there? She's gonna start looking around.
Oh, how many were you encountering? Just the one? Because we've got one. Should
Yeah,
I be
just the
looking out
one.
for?
Yes, there was just one.
Okay, good. Then I don't need to worry about more at the moment.
Hey Zip, do you want to say something?
I've been waiting for my turn very patiently.
You may
There are no
interrupt. This is there are no turns. You may interrupt.
It's very hard for me. This here, you've been looking at your west. This whole time, I've been looking at the east. What do you mean you see one? There's more! Team, there's more. Hey, keep your voice down.
Uh-oh.
If I'm gonna get yelled at for it, you keep your voice down.
Sorry, it was a whispered one.
Oh.
Right. And I was born as a human.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
more than one.
Yeah. Can I do a detection check?
You do not need to do a detection
Okay.
check.
They've been pointed
I-
out.
Yes.
Can I do a willpower check to not faint? The difficulty is 18.
Oh no.
I'll say difficulty is 14.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh my
And
god.
scene.
Wayland faints.
Hanatra will catch at him before he hits the ground.
Oh, he was very close anyway. He didn't even get up.
Yeah, she was already like kneeling next to him, so.
And he was already on his butt.
Mm-hmm. Waylon? 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 Just gonna like gently pat his cheeks. Oh no. Waylon's unconscious? She says that over comms.
Yep.
Hanatra sighs. She is going to pick Waylon up, throw him over her shoulder.
Griffin Tyke will radio in. Did they probe him?
We are not close to any that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Is that a concern we need to have?
Kind of. But I don't know, because this isn't what I'm familiar with.
Then, for clarification's sake, what does probe them imply?
It implies that they have made physical contact and have infiltrated into
Or what?
his system. Or what Tyke said.
Okay.
Normally, if I'm understanding the lingo, probing does with dissection.
Not necessarily.
Oh, gross.
So... I'm at a loss, guys.
Is this something we need to be worried about with these creatures?
Yes.
I hope not.
They're really big.
Yes.
Griffin Tyke is currently welding an additional plate of armor to the back of his exosuit.
Oh my god. So we can just continue to let them roam our no man's land and gathering information based off of what they signal languaged to us.
Yeah, don't shoot.
Did you see that, Zip?
I rolled a detection check on you guys, which means I got to see it, I assume.
Well,
I'll
for
let you have seen the. I will let you have seen the fact that it had said "don't shoot" with signal language, but nothing else on that.
That's
from that
fine.
distance.
Yeah, I was trained on you guys the whole time.
it's
I
learning.
understand.
And if they work for the Trill, then they are gathering information to tell the Trill what they are currently facing, therefore giving them the advantage of being able to be able to pretty much walk our lands without setting off any of these traps, going through our trenches, our barbed wire, and everything else to get to our base. This is not okay. This is not good. We can't let them gather information about our no man's land.
Okay. We will do something about that immediately then.
We will have to, yeah.
Can someone tell the Bakishkik inside of the accountant, is it able to move? Because if so, it should probably try to move on one of these. I don't know if I can radio in to the captain, because Waylon was talking to the captain before we left, and I don't recall anything happening after that. But if Waylon didn't update the captain, then we could have a bombardment on our hand as well. And we need to act fast.
Wayland's the only one who can. Wayland's one of the few who can command the Bakishkik. And the accountant. He's quiet. Is that a... Uh-oh. What happened?
He is unconscious. I stated that.
Right, you did.
Anatra's going to carefully move her and Waylon behind the accountant for now, keeping an eye on both of them as they move about the land.
All right,
Okay.
Anatra.
Yep.
If you want, I can make a suggestion on how to get Waylon up really quickly.
I'm not going to probe him.
I wasn't gonna suggest that,
Good thought.
but that does give me a different idea.
Oh, no.
Probe
So,
him.
what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a finger, you're gonna lick it, you're gonna take off his helmet, and you're gonna stick it in his ear.
Ah, the wet willy.
What are we, kindergartners?
You say to the voice in your head.
Yes. The voice responds.
Was that Waylon
Right.
speaking from the ground? Or
No,
was that Hunter? Just making sure.
that was Hunter.
So Vajir is going to run to go get Vakon.
You get Vakon. Vakon is very happy to see you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm very happy to see Vakon at this moment because these things are big and I'm going to need some help to do something about them.
You're gonna have to give me a detection check while you're down there, though.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I love it. Oh, can't wait to roll. Can't wait to get this one.
Is everyone else invisible?
What do you mean, is everyone else
no,
invisible?
they need to move their characters onto the map.
Yes,
Oh,
they
okay.
do.
Roll 13. Okay.
Okay.
So,
So you make your way downstairs, and you hear something. You hear the tiniest tapping noise.
I've moved you downstairs, Vizier.
yep, I see. So I've been moved to Vakon. So let's move me
Yes.
to Vakon since we've already said hello.
You
I
hear
was gonna do this anyway, but I'm also gonna be heading down to go to Amp
okay.
in a very similar state of mind.
You hear
Tapping noise.
the tiniest tapping noise. A
Like-
cracking.
A giant squid?
Not a crack in.
Oh.
Ugh.
A cracking.
Yes.
A giant squid in the current sense?
Yeah.
In the
I'm going to
present
very
tense?
carefully go to the other alcove.
You will be most certainly very distracted in that other alcove.
Uh-huh.
As you can see, that the brooding female is currently watching with bated interest as all of the eggs have started to shake.
Oh,
Okay. Incredible. Couldn't be timed better. Oof. Oh. Yeah, that's fun.
Yes.
I mean, it really is. I mean, my character's absolutely. Vajir's actually absolutely loving this at the moment, but it's also a.
Bad time.
Really can't focus at the moment.
So what do you do?
It's a great question.
while you consider that, would you like me to move on to someone else for the time being?
Sure, I'll have him answer in just a second.
All right, just wanted to make sure. Wilhelm, you are hopping into Amp. Amp is still
Getting Amp ready as I can.
Amp is still heavily damaged.
Yeah. So it's more of a considering my options.
Amp is looking at you with all of the excitement of a puppy getting ready to go play with 3 broken legs.
Oh, hell.
That's a very disheartening sight. And why did you have to make me think that image?
Little brother.
Little brother.
I know where you live, DM.
Oh my god.
Do not make me the sad.
No, not that reference. I just got back. What the heck?
Well, it's Big Brother, but
Yeah,
you know.
it's fine.
Oh no, I was talking about Little Brother, which is actually a Homestar reference.
Oh, okay. I don't get that
Oh.
one.
That's okay.
It's for the best.
It is for the best.
Oh,
But my target audience got it.
okay.
But yes. So while that's going on, Vizier now has a decision to make.
Indeed.
So Wilhelm is currently fussing about the decision to make and is considering their options. Zip, what are you doing?
I have no idea, TM. Currently I am in a state of watching, not sure if to proceed, barely talking at this point, and not sure if his whole planet's about to go up in flames or not. Still. So nothing, I suppose?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I guess he's just keeping an eye on this one.
Okay. You will note that they have moved away from where you had most recently seen them. And both of them do appear to be rummaging around for more corpses.
You know what? Nope. Not. Yes, that's all I'm doing. There's nothing my character can do in this particular. It's
There is always something that your character can do in every.
I'm sure there are dumb decisions, and then the one that sits him still while others do their job. I end my turn.
If you come up with anything that you would like to do, feel free to let us know. You are.
I appreciate it. There is nothing that I can personally think of. That is no problem at all. Please continue.
All right.
I'm not just
Vizier.
gonna start banging on Waylon's helmet. Gently,
Okay.
but enough to rattle.
The moment the helmet is touched, he jolts awake.
Oh, good. Finally, you're awake.
What? Where am I? Where's the
We're
thing?
behind the accountant right now, and there are currently 2 of those things, and they are currently still wandering our no man's land, gathering information and corpses.
Huh. Huh.
I think we need to either scare them off or kill them.
Well, they haven't done anything to harm us.
But they're gathering
Right now.
information, which they can relay, which is what they said they're doing. They can relay to either the Trill or to another power.
Do you think they work for the Trill?
I mean, they're only collecting Trill bodies as far as I can tell. I haven't seen them collect any of the Pakishkik.
That's because, well, true. There were the ones that were shot, and
Yes.
then the bombardment started, and we couldn't get the corpses back in. Do you want to try and talk to them again? Use trade sign language?
We could try. But we have to
Alright.
get their
Yang being a
attention.
butt-
Alright, well, which one do you want to talk to?
I'll go east. There's one to the west. Southern west.
Let's talk to the southern west one. It's closer.
Okay. I'm gonna go pick up the gun I dropped and try to figure out how to shut it off.
Waylon will help you, and he will push the button on the plate.
That's where the button is?
Yeah,
Oh.
it just clicks.
Well, it didn't click in my head.
Insert joke about technology and old people. He actually says that.
She'll just look at him. Haha, very funny. Now let's move.
Alright.
I was taking a drink of water. I almost tipped over everything.
Insert technology joke about mixing with water.
Perfect. Accidentally almost killing Storm again. Hot classic.
Or at least it's set up.
Right, exactly. At least the setup.
Yeah.
Careful about taking a drink of water around you people.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so...
As you two are approaching there, Vizier, have you come up with a decision?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just imagining Vizier
With a chainsaw.
taking one of the hatchlings and riding it like a motorcycle. It's tiny little legs running super fast.
Okay,
Like Sonic's.
the mental image that popped into my head, Honor, is you remember that one time when we put you on the child-sized coin-operated motorcycle?
Yes.
That's so
That
hilarious.
is where my mind went.
I am not a small person, chat.
No, Waylon's not a very small person. In fact, Waylon is a very built like a dwarf person. But taller.
He needs to be that big to hold that big heart.
Yep.
Oh, my stomach may or may not hurt now.
Oh.
But, so, Vizier, what do you do?
So, after many frustrated noises, going to command Vakon to follow me. We're going to attempt to carefully get around the mines.
Okay. You will be
It's
able
not
to
like-
carefully get around the mines.
It's not like I can bring him up through the tree.
Fair enough.
I've moved you to the other field.
Yes, I see that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Wilhelm.
After much chagrining and looking at it, I'm like, I'll look at that later. And instead, I'm going to kind of like climb up on it and try to figure out what Hinatra and Waylon are planning on doing by getting on comms.
Okay. So
So they will hear me get on comms and be like, hey, what's the current plan?
All right. As that is going on, so Zip, you are currently privy to all radio conversations that are going on. So
Okay.
there does seem to be action taking place. People do seem to be moving, but no gunfire or open hostilities have happened yet. You are at the front of the base. Is there any repositioning that you wish to do? Do you wish to be involved? Is there anything that your egghead brain wants to experiment upon in this situation?
So, learning from the last 2 combats, every single time I got out here, bad things happened. Horrible things. So, I'm trying to figure out as well if it's even wise to get out. Okay. I want to study the Machina, but that doesn't help. They're alive. Are any of these corpses still around, or are they all retreated at this point?
You've been so far away that
Yeah.
you have noted the hint of the fact that there is an etheric or athomic response happening, but at the distance that you are at, you cannot see the specifics of it.
No, then I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Every time the non-combatant goes out into combat zone, bad things occur.
Well, as you are watching, you will see that it is these beings are occasionally still drawing up corpses and knitting them together before sending them off.
Yep.
Waylon and Hanatra, you have approached. You are just within this distance here that you have posted, as it will draw up and will look strangely at a couple of corpses, holding up one and noting the giant gaping fist-shaped hole in it. And then the other one lifting it up where he realizes that it seems to have had, an entire left side just torn off by some form of bladed instrument.
Here, let me actually up here. More appropriate. Yeah. Waylon, I'm doing it now. Oh, hold on. Let me just drink something and spit it onto my monitor.
That's a good Wilhelm.
No, that's a good storm.
So Waylon is going to call out, hello again, or maybe you're new, trying to get its attention and trying to sign at it while also speaking.
It stops what it's doing, its back turned to you for a moment, as it seems to note your presence, before slowly turning, and I mean, as if somebody had taken an avatar, like, that was in a T-pose and just rotated it. There is really, like, no waist turn, no neck turn, no nothing, just full rotate around to look at you.
And I'm just imagining the whole stone on stone grind, the sound as it moves.
Only there is no sound whatsoever, but yes.
Yes. And Waylon continues to sign at it. What brings you here?
It drops the 2 bodies on the ground and then hunches forward.
Hunches?
Like hunches forward, yes. Gets lower to the ground, like leaning forward, looking at you, and then begins tapping lightly on its forearm, and then back at you, and then looks between you and Hanatra, and then back again.
We'll continue to sign. Why are you studying us?
2 objects are thrown on the ground in front of you.
I look down at the object.
They seem to be food.
I look at Hanatra. I look back at the food.
Hanatra shakes her head.
I
Don't
look
you
at
dare.
Hanatra. I look at the food. I
You
look at
don't know what it
Hanatra.
is.
I look at the food. I look at him. I look at the food. I look at Hanatra. I look at him. I look at the food. You see Waylon slowly bending down, making jerking motions. Like he's constantly pulling back, but every time he moves, every time he pulls back, he moves forward slightly more towards the food. And
Hanatra's gonna pick it up and eat both of them.
Oh, Waylon's gonna be caught in the dumbest trap. I love it.
and Waylon's just going to look at her like,
She didn't swallow them, they're both in her mouth. She's gonna look at Waylon and just go, raise her eyebrows.
how do they taste? He's going to sign.
DM.
He looks combination dejected and insulted.
All right. Well, first off, that is an interesting sensation that you've just put in your mouth, because it's along the same lines of having just put a piece of raw meat or raw fish.
Downloading.
We're going to say along the lines of like fish or eel in your mouth, as well as a granola bar at the same time.
Oh, that's lucky. That's like crunchy sushi.
Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm.
What, you don't like it? You don't like it? He's saying this and signing it? Oh, so maybe I should have eaten one of them.
Can I roll a willpower check to see if I can actually eat this?
Are you going, like, here, nothing is stopping you from it, but if you would like to roll a willpower check, you are welcome to.
I would like to roll a willpower check to see if I can.
DC 12.
Okay. My willpower is 10. Is that what I'm rolling with?
Yeah, it would. If you have a 10 willpower, then yeah, it's very easy for you. Like, you have the ability to eat things Waylon eats if you have a willpower of 10.
If I roll 2 nat 1s, they're ending up back on the ground.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I didn't know you had a willpower of 10, so good on
I
you.
don't.
No, 20. Okay, willpower 20.
I eat them.
You can see Waylon pouting, but you can't see him also squinting at you. But you feel him squinting at you.
She's going to sign back. That was not very tasty. Very weird texture combination. Anyways, have we gotten anywhere further?
It is tapping. It is not even looking at you at the moment. It is tapping away furiously on its forearm.
I'll go back to that and I'll ask. So you found out that, the females of my species are very selfish and won't share strange alien foods.
It is currently now sitting down on top of the Trill corpses. It has piled them and is furiously tapping away on its forearm.
Now, are you translating what I'm saying onto your forearm, or are you just taking notes randomly based on your observations? Can you understand me at all?
It's not even looking. But if it is what I think it is, then it's probably trying to take over my body right now, and I was protecting you. Because I knew if I left one on the ground, you would have eaten it.
Well, that isn't a lie.
Hanatra's gonna take off the gun that she had borrowed from Waylon and hand it back to him, just in case.
He holsters that gun.
As you are doing that, it stands up again. It seems satisfied, and then resumes its work of stitching these two corpses together.
Waylon, having gained a lot of courage and, you know, especially after realizing he's hungry now, he's going to dedicate himself and pull out his own notepad and take notes. Draw a little sketch of the mending up process.
You really wish you hadn't, because you're kind of watching at this moment from the
Life
Sword
form
of Stone,
detected.
Merlin, when he does the whole hockety pockety walkety whack moment with all of the items in his house being stuffed from one area inside of a bag. You're watching that with entrails and organs getting stuffed into a second corpse,
Oh my
filling
goodness.
the hole.
Perception check.
Yummy.
Also, that's
I
disgusting.
echo.
I just heard a bunch of dice hit the desk upstairs.
Of course.
That's lovely.
I'm going to adjust this appropriately. I like that. I'm going to adjust this appropriately.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ew. Is all Waylon has to say on that.
Mm-hmm.
But into the sketchbook it goes.
Okay.
I'll make notes on it and basically say, a very gross, disturbing process, but
Anatra,
effective.
roll me a D100.
A D. Oh god. Okay. 1D100 coming up. A 14 on a D100.
Sweet.
I don't know if
Oh,
high is
perfect.
good or if low is good, but I hope it's good.
Okay. So, Hanatra, well, first off, I have to say, there was, like, that thing was gross. That, like, the eel one, fine, if you'd cooked it, it would have been, you know, possibly passable. But that granola bar there, that weird combination of grains and fruits and nuts, and, like, there was even, like, mushroom in there. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I saw this coming.
Why?
Oh, thank you, Hinatra, for taking that bullet for me. And now these things will get to have notes on what happens when humans take hallucinogen.
Yay! Thanks for the lurk, Echo.
Hanatra,
Yeah?
looking down, you can see, for some reason, your skin is becoming translucent, almost.
Oh, not my hands.
So, but it doesn't seem to be stopping at your hands.
What?
You feel as though you are slowly turning into a Shalisk.
A what?
A Shalisk. One of the
Ew.
other members of it, the tall jellyfish creatures that also serve on board your ship, like Dr. Galupalip.
Oh no,
Only
not
difference
Dr.
is-
Sloop.
You feel like you are turning into that, and that is an issue for you, mainly on the fact that you do not have an exoskeleton, or an endoskeleton in this case, to keep you propped up if this were to fully occur. It doesn't seem like Waylon has noticed yet, but once he does, you know he is going to make fun of you constantly. Yes.
You cut out. He's gonna make fun of me constant?
About this.
Oh no. Alright, so before my body gelatinifies, I'm gonna book it to the trench and take cover
Okay.
while Waylon's distracted. I'm gonna go along the trench. Even if I have to roll try to get as far away as possible until my body inevitably loses its form. And I will become the flattest puddle pancake of nacho that I can possibly be. And just make bubbles.
Waylon, you are all alone.
Huh? Hinatra? Hey. Hinatra? He's gonna do a quick detection check.
I'll let you roll a detection check. I'm going to roll for Hinatra.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Is my camouflage in effect?
I'm not giving you the camouflage in effect. You don't need it. You rolled pretty well.
Okay.
DC is 15, Waylon.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah,
Wow.
At the last moment, as you turn around, you can see her diving into the trenches.
Okay, she wasn't kidnapped. He will.
What?
You gotta stop doing. He puts the sketchbook away and restarts what he was saying.
It is fascinated with the sketchbook.
Oh.
He shows what he's been drawing. Waylon is not a good artist. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna roll a d20. 20 being phenomenal, 1 being.
No. Roll me 2d6. This is a 2d6
yeah.
system.
Alright. Could be worse. He's an average artist. There are more notes than actual the entrails going back in.
Okay.
But there are crude images of Waylon, of the Bakishkik being stitched back together. Mostly the mid form. He drew that from memory, and then Bakishkik. Not Bakishkik. Was it Bakishkik or a Trill?
Trill.
Trill. So the Trill getting stitched back together and using the reanimated corpse as reference for what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to draw from life than it is, from your brain.
Or from unlife.
Or from unlife. Well, still life is still.
Mm.
So this is not quite still. We're getting into semantics. He shows the creature his sketchbook, since it's interested.
So it pauses. It seems to stare at it for a moment before then returning to its work and finishing the end of sealing the gap in its chest. And then giving this thing kind of a pat on the butt and making the amalgamation totter away into the woods.
Goes around and tries to look in its face. What are you doing with the Trill bodies? Where are they going? He does in sign language.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing?
And it will move around you and find another. So, which was actually right over here. It seems to have been stomped by some giant mechanized foot.
Is the one that tottered away still in sight?
It is almost to the woods at this point.
Alright. Well, Waylon, being not sensing any real threat from these things, as long as he doesn't threaten them, will follow the Trill. See where it goes.
With that 17 detection check, you will note that if you go any further past this line, you feel more than see the glint of a rifle.
Huh. Wait. Like the Trill that were shooting at us before?
Like the Trill sharpshooters from before. They are still in the woods.
Well, I don't have the range that they do, so I'm going to go to our new neighbors and say, try to get his attention, try to get in his way. Like, there are These things, pointing to the drill, alive in the forest with guns. Are you with them?
It passes through you.
What was that? Do I have everything? Waylon pats himself down.
Possibly.
And
You think so? You hope so?
I radio back to the captain. What do my biometrics say? One of these things just passed through me.
Elevated heart rate. Your blood sugar's a little low.
Oh, okay. Waylon pulls out one of the crunchy snacks rations and he starts munching on it.
But nothing major. From there, since a lot has been going on from there, Vizier, you have surfaced at this point in time. Hanatra, you are at full noodle arms. No one has noticed yet.
She keeps running.
Oh, I'm good. So, I'm going to mention. All right, so I have Vacon. We're ready to take one of these things down. Are we coordinating or are we attacking individually?
Waylon gets back on the radio. Is that over the radio?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Hinatra seems to have gone missing. She's hiding for some reason. These things, if they wanted to hurt us, I think they could easily hurt us. One just walk through me. Literally walk through me like a ghost. You guys have ghosts on your planet, right?
No.
Okay. So, like an illusion. It walked through me like it or I was an illusion.
Okay. So you're saying these aren't really there?
You know, let me check. I will go over to this thing and I will do it within line of sight.
Line of sight. Yeah.
And I will try to touch it.
It will react to you by kind of just avoiding you.
It doesn't want me to touch it.
It seems to be circling around you and fussing about your feet.
I look at my feet. I pick up the feet so I can see the bottom of my soul. Not the one with the knife in it.
It will reach under you and its hand will simply pass through the ground before grabbing and pulling out a mostly buried Trill corpse.
And I just sink where the corpse was. No, these things are real. I get out of the sinkhole, back up a little.
I believe the issue was that they may be feeding information to the enemy. Is that still a concern?
Okay, from my observations, they seem to have absolutely no care or desire to hurt us, but every capability of doing so.
Have you attempted to talk with them?
Numerous times. I'm actually in front of one right now, talking with him, and I'll just start signing everything I'm saying. But this one's very concerned at doing what it's doing, which is stitching back and reanimating the Trill.
Would you like me to come up there and see if they have some kind of language that I can figure out how to understand?
Sure. Don't bring Amp.
I'm not.
Oh no, Amp.
New form of alien.
Amp needs repaired. Fine. Anyway, I'm going off now to have this amp has them.
And what was that, Fazir?
I cannot say that I am thrilled with the existence of this new type of alien on my planet.
Which do you prefer?
None?
Yeah, yeah. That
I
was
think I
my
can go
guess.
for none.
Sinatra will come in over the radio, huffing and puffing. Yeah, I'm not happy that they're here either. I'm currently out of commission for a bit. I'll be back when I find my sea legs again.
Sea legs?
So as I'm coming out of the building, I'll stop here because I'm not sure.
What was?
I dive
I'm not
behind
sure
the
what-
rocks with no
Was there
arms.
something?
That doesn't help you.
Was there something in that tasty snack that the alien gave you that you shouldn't have had?
Oh, you just ate something it gave you. How human.
Yeah, no. Before I could eat it.
Like to describe what I'm seeing right now, or hearing.
Oh, no. That was a message.
Yep, it was.
Oh, that was a group chat.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was in the group.
Sinatra will scream out, "No! Wilhelm! Stay away from me! Keep your distance!" I'm gonna look for for Bakishkik body.
You know what? I'm just gonna ignore that.
All right. So, Wilhelm, you make it out here, and you perceive Waylon just zipping around something, but there's no one else here besides Waylon.
Wait, I don't know how to tell you this. It's just you out here.
Well, it's you too, and that thing gesturing towards it, and yeah, it just walked around you. Here, well, wait, Waylon holds out an ear to see if it's making any sounds.
You have not heard it made any sounds yet
Oh,
whatsoever.
oh wow, no, this creature is completely silent, Wilhelm.
Oh. Well, in my book, it obviously doesn't exist then, so.
I
I guess Sinatra seems. Well, I don't know how to explain it, but I did hear Sinatra.
So DM, Waylon is not going to freak out Wilhelm by saying that the thing's right behind him. And just simply nod as Wilhelm speaks about Hinatra. Oh yeah, no, she ate two things and I'm still upset about that from her. I'm going to try and observe its wrist, the one it was typing on. See if it has a display.
Downloading.
Realizing that I've come up here for nothing, I'm going to head back down to the underwater portion of that cave. And,
Downloading.
continue enjoying the bit of positive news in my life.
Good on you.
You do not see anything on its forearm that it had been tapping away at before.
I will try to draw a sketch of it. Actually, no. That would be an equipment that we would definitely need. Camera is what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
So I'll try to draw a sketch of it. Since I don't feel in character that my life is in danger. Or, sorry, out of character. Slightly in character, but not out of character. I'm going to use a fate point. and roll 3 dice instead.
Okay.
Ah, 12 this time. And I try to draw up a sketch of this thing.
Noted.
You know, so there's proof.
Yes.
I'm so engrossed I don't even see Wilhelm leaving.
I'm not sure. Are you in need of any assistance?
I told you to
Sure.
stay away!
Noodly. Are you experiencing paralysis or something?
No,
Yeah, wait.
I'm
Wilhelm,
changing. Save yourself!
Waylon is still sketching, and then he needs some more detail. So he looks up, he sees the second, he sees a third one, he sees a fourth, he sees a fifth one.
Oh no.
He drops the sketch pad. She freezes. He signs.
They're just looking at you.
He signs.
We adopted Waylon. We never saw
Can
him.
I help you?
It seems
Well-
as though 2 or 3 of them are now wordlessly communicating with each other. One of them is gesturing at you.
I go on the radio and I go, guys, I think they communicate via some sort of unknown way, like Wi-Fi.
Quick, we need a hacker. And also, Wilhelm, get away!
He reaches down to grab his sketchbook, puts it back in his
Wait, are you
bag.
bending over while
Oh
surrounded by
my
aliens?
god!
Well, he's bending. He's doing that whole squat thing.
Okay. I'm sorry. Probe joke. It was a low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on.
Meanwhile, while that's going on, Ananja, do you not usually change?
No,
Forms?
this is different. This isn't voluntary.
You
I'm-
don't appear to be changing forms.
Becoming transparent. What is it called? A chalice?
Shawless, yes.
I need a body. I'm becoming a chalice.
You transform into other things. Why not? I'm sure there's a trope port somewhere. Maybe, still.
Wait.
That was not in group chat.
Oh, this only went to 1.
Okay. 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 I'm just gonna. Wait. There's still gunmen out there. Be careful.
Oh.
Oh, right. They can just disappear. I'm going inside now.
Oh! They both just disappeared.
Yes, have to write through this situation happening here.
Have I become Puddle yet?
Do you wish to have become Puddle yet?
I wish to have become Puddle.
You become Puddle yet.
Okay. I am now Puddle.
Waylon?
Sprout.
Yeah?
Hanasha seems to be, well, come on the other side of the rock and you'll see. I don't know. Apparently, Hanasha's turned into a chalice?
She's just laying down to me.
I'm aware. Same here.
She's just
Yeah,
making
no,
popping sounds.
I think she's high. You'd never catch me high. Especially in a serious situation like this. I'm
I feel
just
like
gonna.
Vizier would probably be having a stroke in the basement if he heard this conversation.
I radio back to the captain. They appear to be gone. We're all alive, and Hinatra's high from, probably something she ate. In her defense, it was to keep me from eating it. But the strange techno-organic creatures are gone. I counted 5 at most, and they left. By the way, we're still surrounded by gunmen. So, good news. No need for bombardment. Bad news, I still don't know what they were. I can give you all the data. By the way, he has not returned any of my messages. Is it getting through?
This message now seems to get through, as you do get a response. We were getting a lot of interference there for a moment.
Huh. Guess it had to be do with how they communicate. Well, we're all still alive. There were 5. They had left, and we still are surrounded by drill snipers. They did not approach or take any shots at me while I was out there investigating these creatures. What are your orders, sir?
If you consider your area compromised, pull back. If you believe that you can still defend your area, do so.
All right.
Orders remain the same.
I believe we can still defend the area. Speaking of which, I'm going to order the Beskishkik inside the
Accountant?
accountant. Why does that always slip my head? That they are good to turn it back on. Switching over. Number 3.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, crap.
It's fine. You no longer have to remain quiet. The threat has passed, and you can turn on the accountant again.
Understood.
Go back to your post, and...
I never left.
Good. You may also continue consumption if you need to.
Understood. I have one question.
Yes.
How is Zip doing? And does he require me to die for him for anything?
Here, let me link you. I bring Zip over onto the radio as well. Zip, how are you doing? Sorry for pulling the gun at you. I honestly thought that that would be a quicker and easier death on you.
Uh-huh.
I really did. But,
Would you like me to take a bullet for you?
Oh!
No.
But we have the workers for.
Exactly.
Yeah, number 3 is still a worker. But no, I'm not going to shoot him. The threat has passed. Let's regroup and reorganize our data. God.
While that's happening, I'm going to follow Hinatra in the chief.
Like
Just to see what happens.
You said you're going to poke me?
Yeah.
I make a lot of popping sounds. And wiggle a lot. An attempt to grab or wrap myself around your bottom rock bits.
Fantastic. No notes.
Now it appears to have a knife attached to my leg. I'll shake my leg a little.
I don't let go.
Shut off.
I don't let go.
All right, I help Wilhelm grab Hinatra by her legs.
I
That's
wig-
not helping here.
I wiggle around a lot.
Well, just grab her arms and pick her up. I'll grab the other end. This is a heavy end anyway.
Brian Hinatra's arms off my leg.
Okay. I'll just,
Can you?
Yeah, Hinatra's pretty strong. Opposed to strength checks.
DM, would that be considered appropriate call?
I will allow an opposed strength check. However, if Hinatra wins, I'm going to take liberties with things that happen.
That's fine. What am I rolling? 2d6 plus my strength?
That is correct.
That's okay. All right. Better hope I roll low. I did not.
Okay.
That is a double 6.
And I am a 5 and a 1.
Waylon,
Yeah.
in a blur of motion, before Waylon can stop Hinatra, somehow she has broken free from the grip of your legs, even though you had them in the air, and has not only climbed onto Waylon, but has climbed onto Wilhelm, and has in fact stuffed most of Wilhelm's large rocky form into her jacket and into her pants pockets. You currently have an endoskeleton.
This is strangely quite cozy.
So Wilnatra over here
Refused.
That's hilarious. Ah, finally, I have a form that I can speak.
I would also like to apologize on the fact of, since this only affected you and it was an ingested one, this is going to last a while.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Wait, I've taken over Wilhelm. Does this mean that I can see through Wilhelm's eyes?
No, not even a little.
Oh. Darn, I can't hear super far. Oh, wait. I can normally hear super far. What was the benefit of this again? Oh, yeah. And at this point of realization, she's gonna start, like, bouncing around and, like, running in circles, trying to get used to, quote-unquote, taking over Wilhelm's body.
This is very strange. I'm actually trying to fight back. She's just that strong.
You have front row seats to human shenanigans. As a matter of fact, a worker has approached and is offered to bring you some crutch fruit.
Some what?
Fruit.
Is that the one that's
That's the one that is
aetherically-
delicious to anyone with an ARC score.
I passed it up.
Oh, no, not to you, to Zip.
Oh, okay.
Just, I see you are watching them. Is this, are they, this is very strange. This one has no idea what is happening.
I seem to have found my sea legs. I'm ready to proceed.
Conveniently, they're also the color of the sea sometimes.
Not this sea. This sea is more blue. I won't blend in well.
This one is confused. Did the normally matronly one just eat the rock one?
If I knew anything, I would tell you.
Oh, oh,
Zip, help!
this one is concerned for their well-being. This is the first time this one has ever been concerned for their well-being. They would not recommend this sensation to anyone. Do
Oh
you
my God.
experience this sensation?
On a by-minute basis.
If this one could take that feeling from you to experience it for you, this one would actively consider disobeying orders.
I would commend you for considering it.
I'm just gonna. Hey, Zip, nothing strange is going on here. Just ignore everything going on behind me right now.
Something very strange is happening. Send help!
No, this is a very
No,
serious time.
you-
We need to regroup and work on getting ready for whatever is coming with all things considered. Pay no attention to the fact that Wilhelm is talking through me. It's fine. Don't worry about it. This is all according to plan.
This one does not
Why?
like Goose plan.
It's okay. It's okay. It will wear off, and she will feel very stupid later.
You know, it's better
And we
than
will-
all my species being dead, so I'll take it.
Yeah, no. Again, Zip, I am so very sorry.
I'll
Very-
probably accept your apology a little later. For right now, I need to process everything.
You do
Okay.
know that I can still hear you.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Yeah, we're going to point and laugh at you later.
No, you will
But-
not be doing anything of the sort.
Yes. So Waylon will pull out the sketchbook and show it to Zip. And show all of the information he's gathered about them.
I was watching in the interim. I will look at this book. One of the things that stood out to me was it seemed like one of them phased through you, from what I understood.
Oh yeah, that was a weird sensation.
Aether also phases through individuals on some sort of, I guess I want to say, on a energy level. If they're partly etheric, technological, and also a sapien-based species all at the same time, because I saw it has a brain, that means it's a hybrid fusion of a whole bunch of things that it has accumulated.
So the form that I'm familiar with what that was something from... She kind of like stares off past Wilhelm's head into the non-visible distance. And it was not something that was pretty. Waylon definitely had the correct mindset of acting on a very high side of caution. These were different than those, and they feel like they're working with, or they are the ones that are making the trill work for them.
Guesstimation, if these individuals did not have any soul after they were, I'm gonna call it stitched, even though they're not technically, they're more of, it looks like their biology melded back together, became one husk of an individual. If that's the case, I don't believe they're the leaders. My assumption is that they're under direct orders. In a way, working alongside for mutual benefit, whatever their benefit may be. In the instance that we were going to be attacked, their soldiers would have. In the weird moment that has just occurred, no action was taken. They could have taken us out. Life would have gone on swimmingly for them. It would have been life over. They didn't. Why?
They were intent on studying the aftermath of the battle, and they didn't touch any of your people.
Correct. Which leads me to believe it's a genetic basis of why they're touching them. They could have just gotten free units.
They definitely were able to regain some soldiers.
Their soldiers, though, correct?
Indeed.
Not ours.
No. They studied our protection, and now they're gonna go back, and they're going to tell everyone what they discovered, so that way the incoming troops know our battlefield inside and out. All of
But
the
no
work...
shots were taken, meanwhile you were all on the battlefield.
Yeah, the only thing that doesn't make sense is that they weren't protected while doing this.
Correct.
Do we even think we would have been able to hit them based on the fact that they were moving transparently through objects, space, a dimension? I don't know, but they were...
I believe I would have been the only one to do it, but I decided to not leave my post because, goodness, if all of you being out there were gone...
When I tried to physically touch one, it reactively backed away.
So it's doing it on its own willpower, not inherently. So it can choose.
If I make mine in here, I would not have been able to hit them at all because I'm still not convinced they actually existed.
They were completely silent. In other words, they even communicated in complete silence because
There are etheric spells that allow for such a silent walk.
You
As
think...
far as I'm aware, this was a joint hallucination.
Or do you think that they were projections? Just an image?
Projections with a physical manifestation to be able to stitch things doesn't seem probable.
Maybe. I think it's probable.
Hypothetically,
it did
on
manipulate a corpse I was literally standing on.
Yeah, I saw that from my visor, or whatever these are called.
Binoculars.
Thank you. I can only use one eye through them. They're a little spaced out. My eyes are...
They
you know.
adjust.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You adjust them.
Hecticism of the moment, I suppose. I didn't realize they went Bakishgik wide.
Yeah,
Well-
we call that child.
Yes. You have to remember, they're not all my size. By the way, I feel like I'm taller. Am I taller?
You are taller.
Wonderful.
So, to recap, Vacon's now a father, by the way.
Oh, congratulations, Vizier, she says over the intercom.
As that congratulations is happening, we're going to rewind a little bit to everything that's been going on down in the basement. So, first off, all of the eggs are shaking, which is an excellent thing. Normally...
Excellent.
Ha 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 ha. Normally, you would expect to have at least one, possibly two, bad eggs among the batch, but it seems as though every single one of them has survived to a healthy size and weight and are shaking vigorously. A single egg has already begun to crack open, so with the tiniest tapping of that first egg tooth. And within 2 to 3 minutes, you can see the beginnings of a snout finally beginning to poke out. And a sound you have not heard in over an entire molting 2-3 molting periods at this point in
Mama?
time. No. Not mama. No. But it is in fact the crooning of the brooding mother, currently waiting and watching as the tiny chirping of these hopefully soon giant murder beasts begin to hatch out. It is adorable, it is a beautiful, it's kind of gross, but nonetheless, it is something that you have been looking forward to for ages. And there are now, at this point, Do you recall how many eggs?
I do not recall how many.
Well, what I'm going to do is, since you cannot and I did not write it down, roll me 2d3.
Sure.
46 eggs.
2d3, and we're re-rolling ones.
Ooh.
Okay.
So re-roll that 2.
Yep.
There we go. So 4.
Plus 4. Yep. Fantastic.
As there will be 4. They're already at this point having hatched almost 2 feet in length. These tiny little adorable snap maws. And now they're adorable to you because at this point in time, their outer scales are still exceptionally soft, and their main beak, that serrated section of them, they don't have the bite strength yet to actually break the chitinous shell of your body. So this is one of the few times that they can be handled when untrained.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything you wish to do with them at this point?
Oh, at this time, I'm just enjoying. It is, did a lot of hard work. Finally getting something I have control over. This is, in particular, a thing I enjoy. So I'm going to get to train a whole new set of them.
Mm-hmm.
We will work on training and bonding as time goes on, but for now, we're going to just let them be, and I'm still being very careful with Karoga.
Mm-hmm. She is still broody, but now that they have been born and they have hatched.
Oh, look at the babies. They're so cute.
So, she will do what most of them will do, which is scoop them up into her mouth, and then we'll go to sleep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, just like crocodiles.
Mm-hmm.
Or alligators.
Yeah.
Now I can't hear the cute little ray gun sounds
Uh-huh.
that baby alligators make.
Me too. Legit. No.
Pew, pew, pew,
Yep.
pew,
Yep.
Well, I was going to actually post that sound clip, but you've beaten me to it. So
By
Sorry.
recreating it. No. That's
that
great.
is the noise that it is that is the noise that is being made. So
Waylon is very noisy today.
That's totally fine. Be noisy.
Wilhelm, this is your job.
It is. You mean... I was gonna say, don't you mean... Will Natra?
will not try indeed.
I hope you will not try this again.
Still need help.
Just wait till it wears off, Wilhelm.
I have a mech to repair.
They're so cute.
Hinatra? Could you go down and assist your skeleton in repairing its mech? Please?
Of course.
Or, because we need that mech, let your skeleton do that on his own?
Skeleton. No, I can't. We can't have that. But I can go assist.
Fine, Wilhelm, you get an assist bonus.
Pretty sure I'm just going to make things worse. It's fine. I'll head down to help Will Natra with Amp.
Is that not the point? To make things more difficult?
Oh,
The funny thing would
indeed.
be, is the door open or closed?
Which one?
This one?
This door. Can Vizier see what's going on here?
Oh, okay. Good question.
Hey, Vizier, do you want that door to be open to see that whole shenanigan going on? Let's say yes.
Yes,
Sure.
sounds good.
Sure. For the added, oh my goodness, I'm so tired of humans.
Yep.
Oh no, they've eaten the... One of them has eaten the mushrooms again, hasn't they? They keep doing this.
This one was... Yeah.
I did try to warn
They
you.
keep consuming the spores. Why do you all keep consuming the spores?
Actually it wasn't spores. It was something that the maybe not even really their thing dropped on the ground and I ate it so that way Waylon didn't eat it. So that way if Waylon got controlled, it wouldn't happen and I would just get controlled so that way Waylon could handle me if I got controlled by the thing that dropped him. A moment
Speaking
of clarity.
of handling, Waylon
Oh.
re-equips.
So, just to point out then, you believed that this would cause Waylon to be controlled in some way, and so your decision as the physically most imposing of us, the physically toughest of us, and with equipment and with weapons that as dangerous or more dangerous than Waylon's, decided you would eat it instead.
Yes. I didn't have the weapon. I gave it to Waylon.
You are the weapon.
Well, that's only really if the thing that was out there that wasn't what we thought it was actually figured out how to do the thing that I can do.
You make a lot of assumptions about what control means. Wilhelm, I refer back to the previous conversation. I wish you luck.
Listen,
Understandable.
if any one of us needed to die, I think it would have been best if it was me rather than Waylon. And then slowly Wilhelm, unfortunately, because Wilhelm got too close, and I will slowly take over the body, but that's fine, right?
Unless you're Wilhelm.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. You're made out of crystal. It should probably take really long time for anything to really happen, and hopefully I'll find a different exoskeleton at that point.
Of
Griffin.
course.
Griffin Tyke is going to poke his head in, takes a look and goes, I would like to add in my defense, I have never once experienced these mushrooms.
Never
And
do.
I would like to point out how low of a bar that is.
Actually, he actually has. It happened once. Dionysus got him.
That was an assault. That was not within my frame in any way, shape, or form. That doesn't count. That is you making your tiny little biological murder baby and bringing it in and going, look at what I made! And then losing it.
Murder, hopefully.
Because despite our continual conversations about the danger of the wildlife and the threat it poses, all of you continue to poke it.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
given up
for
at this
all
point.
you.
Also, Zip helps.
All of you continue to poke it.
What would you have suggested I did in as an alternative?
Put it in your pocket.
Waylon
Throw
would
it
have
into
just
one of
gotten
the-
it.
Throw it into one of the various traps.
Oh yeah, that would have been smart. But no, because we already know the trap is there, we would have just gotten it anyways.
If you threw it over one of the pit into one of the pit traps, Waylon would have jumped in after it.
Probably.
It is Waylon we're talking about.
What we need for him, and what we need for him is training.
He went through that already.
I will be starting some obedience training soon. I have 4 new baby snapmaws. Perhaps Waylon can benefit.
Maybe.
Also, basic restraint.
Number 9 is going to pop in and go, well, considering the fact, if I am not mistaken, or if this one is not mistaken, the first thing that they train Snapmaws in is, and I repeat, get that out of your mouth.
Correct.
Will benefit Waylon.
I love how everyone is just talking about Waylon like he's this untrainable dog that you need to call up the dog whisperer for.
Have you come across something theoretically edible and not eaten it yet?
Yes. A great many things. Bark,
These terrible
other
are you going to
people.
trap jerky.
Don't forget about the door sandwich.
I have not been eaten yet. To Waylon's credit.
Yeah. And he's
Number
yogurt.
9 slowly turns to look at Wilhelm stuffed inside of Hanatra various outfit and goes, this one, never mind. We'll choose not to. Never mind.
Good call. Good call.
No, go ahead. Say it, number 9.
You're
Beautiful? I know. I'm upright. Isn't it
It's-
wonderful?
That's exactly what number 9 meant to say.
this one thanks you.
Anytime.
Thank you,
It's
number
good to
9.
be-
You're my new favorite.
This one is worried that this one will join the Wilhelm inside of the pocket.
Come here, number 9.
If you don't think about it, they can't take you.
Come here, number 9.
Also, Zip, are you down there with them?
I went
Oh,
with
you're still up
everybody.
here. Okay.
On the map, you are currently still standing on
Oh,
the balcony.
Then I'll just say a walkie, the conversation then.
You walkie-talkie to the conversation.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I could just say, hey, I've been on standby just watching everything then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I'll move you back.
Okay. Because, yeah, if we start getting shot at again, somebody's got to call it out.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which is why Waylon's up here.
Yeah.
So how's
Okay.
this going to work?
Yeah, damn.
Will
How's
Natra.
this repair check gonna go?
Yeah.
With popcorn.
We're going to have you roll a repair check, and we're going to see how well or poorly you do. And that's how we're
How
Okay.
much black bond do you need?
Find out. Okay. This
Next
is
time on the... No, I'm just kidding.
This is a mystic engineering
C.
check. C.
That's really good.
Okay. So, in spite of Hanatra attempting to assist, you will be able to provide some forms of repairs will be affected on amp. What I will have you do is roll me a D3 plus 1, and that is how much you can get done over the course of the next hour.
Oh.
So you will be able to repair 2. It is very slow going. It is going to cost you 10 units of crafting materials to repair those 2 points.
Alright. I will subtract that from what I have.
After this hour, Hanatra,
Mm-hmm.
you realize the fact that you are not only Hanatra, the splicer, but you have been, in fact, Hanatra the splicer all along, and were never, in fact, a Shalisk.
Hmm. Wilhelm,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
accepted.
I will not forget these moments together. However, I don't feel
I
that
will
they
try.
need to continue.
I can safely say this would be one moment I will not be writing into a ballad.
Okay. That's fair and understandable. Hopefully this will, 1, never happen again, and 2, don't make fun of me too much.
Make no promises.
Fair enough. Just remember.
Numerically speaking, it would be 3 much, considering it was 1 plus 1, right?
What?
Oh, it was a Vacon has children joke. 1 plus 1 it makes, and then
They have 4.
wait, there's more.
So 1 plus 1 equals 6 in this case? Is that the joke you're going for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. How much did I actually retain from all of that?
Unfortunately, you remember everything with absolute clarity.
Oh.
Absolute embarrassing clarity.
Oh.
You can play it over in your mind again as if it were a cringe reel.
Oh, God. Oh, God. How did I even do that? She's just gonna, like, can you unlink us? So you walk
I
away.
got it.
Thank you.
You should be good now.
Nope.
I'll do the linking. Because I did the linking.
Oh, okay.
Oh. But
I hit the detach button and it did the thing.
Let me just refresh. Everyone
Yeah,
should
I'll
refresh. And that should help.
Okay.
right.
Woo!
You're unlinked on my end.
I have refreshed. I'm no longer linked. Okay, cool. I'm going to excuse myself. She will walk out of the lab. And she'll head back to up top.
So during the hour that Hanatra and Wilhelm were occupied.
What did everybody else do?
Exactly.
Well, mine's pretty straightforward. Because I'm just sticking with the baby snap maws now, learning a bit about them, and that's really going to be it.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm
will
gonna
I-
need. I'm gonna need him to roll some dice for me, because we're gonna find out the personalities of these snap maws, and you're gonna write them down.
Ooh.
Fantastic. So let's go back to Owlbear. What am I rolling?
All right, I'm pulling it up right now. I'm just trying to find. I have a table. I have a table.
A table?
Mhm.
Table of contents.
Is it there? I think it is. All right, you were gonna roll me. Here, roll me 3d6.
3d6. Ooh,
Yes.
fancy table. So number 1 is 12.
Okay. So, all right. So this first one has already seemingly wriggled its way out of its mother's mouth, and only being hours old, seems to be following you around, sniffing the ground and noting where you are and attempting to prowl after you.
Fantastic.
The best way I can describe it is if you've ever seen a kitten hiding behind a couch to jump out,
Mm-hmm.
and That right there, but a lot more teeth, a couple extra limbs, and the little pew noise.
Beautiful.
God, I love it when my lizards make laser noises.
Roll again.
Okay.
A 10. Okay, you've got yourself a brat. This one is already growling and hissing and making all kinds of angry, bewing noises. The other three, and even to a lesser extent, its own mother and Vakon when Vakon gets near.
Beautiful. A 14.
Okay. You fear for this thing's safety for a short period of time, mainly because this thing is channeling the energy of Griffin Tyke on 12 cups of espresso.
Oh, it's hyper.
As it has not stopped moving. This thing is absolutely frenetic, if you will.
Fantastic. Right. And number 4 is 15.
Okay. You have gotten yourself a shoulder snap maw. It has seemingly already, not only has it already bonded or imprinted on you, but it doesn't seem to want to let you go anywhere without it.
Fantastic. Incredible.
So if you would like actual definitions, personalities are in no particular order, but probably the exact same order. Hunter, highly aggressive, frenetic, and protective.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. But these are their general personalities, and these are set for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Thank you.
All right. You can assume that over the course of the next 2 to 3 months, they will have their first growth spurt and will get to, I would say, roughly 8 feet in length by then is the expected time. They will require a large amount of food during that time, as they will be eating their own weight in, not this week, but you can assume by next week, once they are capable of actually consuming and have increased in bite strength, instead of just snacking on whatever their mother has torn up, they will begin to eat their body weight in meat over the course of, easily over the course of their body weight in almost a day, for the next month or so before it begins to peter off.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns for these little beans?
Not at this time. I'm going to work on I'm going to work on some naming conventions for them,
Okay.
and otherwise, it's going to be odd because the overly pensive and often very serious Vizier is gone at the moment. That is completely different person at the moment. I am playing with these little animals, just very, oh my god, these are so adorable, these are so cute. Oh, look at you go about all these things. Just practically doting.
I have hooked one onto you
Mhm.
because
Absolutely.
Because I was gonna say teething. That sound about accurate?
Because one has decided to become my shoulder fairy.
Okay. Nice.
That one has the protective tendency and is already imprinted.
Aww.
you would also, I would like to point out, on a very important note and an impressive note, Vakon has not once tried to eat any of these.
I am very happy about that.
I rolled for that already.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Oh, yes. So, a brief reprieve,
Mm-hmm.
a small joyous time,
Absolutely.
and a lull in combat.
Where we were not very productive in doing any much.
From here, though, we still have 3 more individuals to find out what they're doing during this hour. And then we can move forward a period of time.
Mine's going to be easy. I'm going to go to all of the Bikishkik that have rifle training or pistol training
Pistol
and
training.
make sure that they're topped off on ammo
Noted.
while also patrolling outside. Keeping to the trenches just in case the marksmen get brave.
Mm-hmm.
If you are patrolling outside, you will note that if you pass the first, so this trench here, you seem to be safe, but any attempt of movement through and into the second trench at this time, you definitely have that instinctual hairs on the back of your neck coming up of feeling like you are being watched.
Got it. I will inform everyone. We're still being watched, guys.
That's very fair.
But it doesn't feel like it was from those things. We still don't know what they were.
The sharpshooters in the
yeah,
woods.
It feels like it's from the sharpshooters.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. Those really pack a punch.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm keeping to the trenches.
All right. Zip, what are you up to?
He's been keeping eye this whole time, studying with the binoculars, but also studying the book.
Okay.
He finds the whole situation of the lull perplexing. From everything that he's learned about how the battlefield should be, this doesn't seem correct in his mind.
All right. Reektil will join you after a period of time. So, still heavily bandaged, but definitely seems to be, I won't say in better spirits. He's always been in good spirits. He doesn't have that pronounced favoring of one side anymore, although he is still definitely waiting for his shell to knit fully back together. But
Yeah.
he comes out and he will join you, sitting down, still wearing most of his armor, enough to, so he has some of it off at this point, but enough on that it would be very easy for him to quickly redon the remainder of it.
Right.
So, and he just kind of surveys the battlefield with you for a while and then just pipes up and goes, "The waiting truly is the hardest part."
It is, but it doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
During the whole debacle with the mysterious mechanized creature, they had every opportunity to take out our team. Could have been simple. Storm in the front, take him out while there was a lull. All of a sudden, the one stitching is ignored. The battlefield takes precedent. Our team gets overwhelmed. They win. Why did they not take the opportunity? Why
I can-
allow?
Oh, it's very simple, really, at least in my opinion. We've trounced them twice.
They fear more?
No, it's not a fear. They have used separate tactics. They tried a simple wave rush to begin with, did they not?
They did.
Something that you are, if you have, I know you've read some of ours, a simple drown them in number sort of deal, and we handled it with one casualty. Then, after that, they ambushed us from beneath, and we repelled them. We rebuffed them from what would have been our weakest point, and not using the advantages of our numbers at all. As a matter of fact, only you and to a less, I'd say, well, to an extent, I would say the humans as well as Vizier were all instrumental in the repelling down there. From there, immediately following that, they did an additional assault, attacking up here, and yet they lost astoundingly.
And they still, as much as I wish to yell at him later, and I will, Vizier went into the woods, was left alive. It doesn't make sense. Why did they do that? As much as I'm happy that they did that, they chose to leave him alive.
You're talking about the snipers.
Correct. They had Vizier within 3 to 4 feet.
Now I have a
Down to
question.
right.
Now I have a question for you.
Mhm.
How important is Vizier?
To me, extremely.
As an asset on the battlefield.
Extremely.
So, would you pull out of a fight, or order Vizier out of a fight, to keep him as a viable asset?
Yes.
He will then open wide with a gesture.
Mhm.
I do believe that their snipers are some of their best warriors.
Are you saying it's pride?
No, I'm saying that it's risk assessment. While yes, Vizier was there, I do recall that there were several other individuals in the area, and if they had committed to attacking Vizier, it would have left them open.
So they took the assessment as if they were to have continued to lay onto Vizier, it would have opened them up to further
Why
loss?
why lose 3 men to kill 1, if you consider those 3 men more important?
Mm.
That would be my assumption. That would be if I were commanding this, if I were the enemy, and I assumed that my shooters are those that are my piece, my main weapon, my scalpel, then that is where I would do my best to keep them alive.
Your opinion is much different than mine, Ricktill. But you are also a warrior who sees the battle.
I am no mere warrior. I am a leader, and so are you.
Yes, but a warrior who leads is still a warrior, just like I am a scientist, even if I am a leader. But you understand what it is on the battlefield. I'm trying to learn.
You are a scholar of aether chemistry. I am a scholar of tactics. How is that?
Acceptable.
But yes.
I
Don't-
agree with it now that I'm understanding your position on it. It didn't make sense for a while as I'm sitting here, but if
Life
they
form
are
detected.
considering that all of their plans failed, they're low and are looking for options, which is why they're watching.
Or they might be building up for something and they want to make sure we don't do any. It could be a lull because do you have the ability to orchestrate every single Bakishkik under your command automatically and in an amazing instant moment, or does it take a while to get them to where they need to go?
His tendrils will lower because he doesn't have any Bakishkik really, and he's like, it would take time if I
Well, of
had.
course. Now think of the size. That, as he is oblivious to that notation there.
Also perception.
Yes, I'm rolling it already.
Perfect.
The amount that would have to go into reorchestrating another attack with a different strategy after finding 4 out of 4, or I suppose 3 out of 3, were losses. That takes time. Hence the lull.
That would be my assumption. But it is one of many. Also, do you hear that?
I do. What is that?
Sounds like something scrabbling around in the vents.
Oh no.
Not again. Not again. No.
We'll just bring it Dionysus. That's, I think, the best option.
Yes.
He's gonna hit the button on the intercom. Hey team, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who vented?
Hmm?
And please tell me it's Dionysus.
Thus,
Very sus.
Paw?
Mm.
I need you
Oh,
to be Faria and roll a d100.
not the mushrooms and Faria.
oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Hold on.
Yes.
It's both.
Hold on. I actually need to, I'm gonna grab my little doodle up there.
Wayland being outside never felt more blessed being stalked by snipers.
There might be a shroomed up fairy out here.
Oh god, I hope
There is
not.
indeed about to be a shroomed up Faria in
Oh,
here because Faria
no.
has found Dionysus in the vents.
Oh
Even better. I
no.
think this is my first interaction with Faria.
Holy cow.
Same for me, I believe.
Alright, hold on.
Roll me a d100 while
Yep,
you're...
yep.
While you're holding.
Yarp.
Mhm.
Will do.
Yep.
While we're waiting for that, I do want to confirm something. This is back a lot of sessions, so
Okay.
pardon me. I forgot to write it down then. The armature that fell from the sky was, I went back and watched the video, and I think I got it right. It's a Mark II heavy armature with a Mark III brain, and no arms.
I do believe that is correct.
Perfect.
There we go. I have rolled the D100 and it is a 91. It's on the total other opposite end of the spectrum of numbers.
I'm sure that
Okay.
number won't be worth.
I need you to roll me a d8.
Okay.
This is suicide who's being affected.
Oh my god, it's a 2.
It is a 2. Faria, you have found a strange unicorn frog in an air vent, and it belched a strange gas at you. And now, all of your skin is made of gold.
Oh boy. Oh.
Yup.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And where approximately would you like to place me, DM?
I'm going to randomize that.
Boop, 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 boop. Boppity boop.
1, 2.
Yep.
Yep. We're gonna do this because I have about 20 rooms. Oh boy.
Oh
Right here.
boy. Right
You
in
have
here?
In here.
Okay.
You have landed in the main living quarters area,
Mm-hmm.
which is also
Faria.
where the storage is.
Mmm.
Tasty.
Yep. Just so you have it, Pompador, I'm gonna send you the PNG so that way if you want to throw
Thank you.
her.
I will immediately add that
Okay. There you
as
go.
an asset.
Huge gremlin energy.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Very, very quick.
I wish I had the Benny Hill song to play, because that's what's gonna happen.
I think there's some close in my music.
Is there?
If you want, Happy Buzzing works.
Happy
I
buzzing?
think there's some like hyper songs in mine. Don't ask me which ones. I need to compile a list.
Maybe this one?
That was my Benny. I tried.
It was pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
This is called
Yeah, probably
Chasing
be-
the Dragon.
Basting the dragon.
Chasing the Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my inner chef went yes in a teriyaki sauce.
Mm. And before that, we would soak it in a brine consisting
Oh, you have
of,
to do a salt brine. 100%.
Love it.
What kind of pot would we use? Like a bathtub?
No bathtub can contain it.
Dwagon.
Alright, Faria coming at ya. Oh my god. I have infiltrated successfully again. Ooh, what's this? I'm as tough as gold? I'm the golden child. Now no one can harm me. What's
Wilhelm,
going on
you
in
hear
here?
all of this.
Huh?
I said, Wilhelm, you hear all of this.
Oh yeah. Ooh, what's in this box? Ooh, what's in this box? Ooh, what's in that box? I wonder if they got chocolate. I'm gonna find their chocolate. Come here, chocolate. I can sniff you out. Are you in here? No. Are you in here?
There's something.
No.
There's someone in the living quarters that I don't recognize.
No one is ever gonna find me ever. This is the perfect hiding spot. Even the captain won't find me here.
Somebody you don't recognize. Who else is here?
Being stealthy. Being super stealthy.
Hanacho,
Singing songs while being stealthy.
Hanacho, could you swap with me for a moment? I'll go take a look.
Yeah, sure. I can watch guard, no problem.
Thank you. Ricktail, great conversation, by the way. I'm kind of curious. He looks up
Why
at
am I
the
being moved?
stupid Dionysus.
reasons.
I was waiting to step away for a quick second.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Um,
Da 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 da. No chocolate in there. No chocolate in here. No chocolate in there. Do 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 do. Look at my shiny skin. I'm so cool and perfect. What's in this box? No, it's got nothing. Ooh, maybe I'll just take one of these. That's a
Sip.
tasty ration.
It appears as though it is a tiny human. It is in fact smaller than you. It is wearing a backpack, and out of the backpack is poking a croak.
Hello?
Hi there, what's your name?
Ah!
Ah, that was a good reaction. What are you? Are you an
Yeah.
alien? Are you from this planet? You got any
asked
chocolate?
him Yeah, what is chocolate?
This! Wait, you don't have any.
Wait.
It's a
There we
delicious
go.
thing.
Um,
Hi! Who are you?
Ah, hello, small child.
she asked me like 14 questions and I haven't even gotten to talk. Is this how young humans are?
Yes! Did you know that I'm a 14-year-old battle-hardened human?
Every single human is a death sentence. I understand. I've learned this sentence a long time ago. I understand. So how
My skin's
did
made of
you-
gold.
Right.
I
Ahem.
think I see what's happened here.
You can see?
Here, whatever.
Alright, I'm bored.
For some antics there.
I'm sorry, telekinesis. So, who are you exactly?
My name's Feria. I've been here before. The person with white hair gave me a cube last time, and then I got found, and then they brought me back, but I'm back, and I got a pet. Look. As it takes the Dionysus out of my backpack.
Yep.
Yes. Can I see that? Because it's actually my pet. It just.
No, it's mine now. It's mine now.
Nope.
Wait,
How do I get out of
Can you
here?
call over the radio that this Feria is here?
How do I get out of here?
yeah, sure. Also, you can't leave unless I open the door.
Okay, well, we're
Also-
gonna play a game of keep away. I'm the keep
That-
away. Bye.
Oh, lovely.
So, Wilhelm, I have one quick question.
Yes.
How do you survive with humans again? Like, what's your coping mechanism?
The French ones are a lot nicer, that's all I know.
I've
Right.
got skin made
The
of gold.
French.
I'm gonna find some chocolate.
He's on a radio.
Feria is
Somebody-
being watched closely by the group of warrior cast members that are at attention here, as well as the confused, huddled mass of worker casts that have been hanging out here.
Wow,
I
you
have
surely
no-
got a lot of views.
That's
There's
a comment.
Wait. Maybe I didn't say that loud enough. There's certainly a lot of views. Hey, where's the nearest vent? Do you know where the nearest vent is?
There's no vents. He's got a radio in. So there's a tiny human who has stolen Dionysus here.
Yep.
Dionysus.
Nope.
Lafrook.
Yeah, some golden child who claims to be 14 and a super warrior human.
Hey, what's your name?
We are currently shroomed out. I like lean over into Zip's palm.
Are they talking about chocolate?
Yes.
They haven't stopped talking, I believe. Like, they asked me 12 to 14 questions and then simply said, no, you don't have the privilege of speaking, and kept interrupting me. It was very rude.
Just say if they don't behave and don't give back Dionysus, then they're going to call Sarge.
Oh,
Did I hear
So-
Sarge over the intercoms?
you can hear
Yes.
Star?
That's. I'll behave. I'm the golden child. I'll behave. Look. Okay, here's your frog. Here's your frog. Here's your weird frog unicorn thing. He's cool. He belched in my face. It smelled funny, but that's fine. Do you have any chocolate though? Because I really would like some chocolate or maybe some rations.
Okay. Zip is going to put their hands on Theria's shoulders. What is chocolate?
Oh, it's a delicious treat on Earth, and I ate all of mine.
I would like to ask you one simple question.
You just asked the simple question. What's the next
I would
simple
ask
question?
You two.
Okay, what's the next
Are
one?
we on Earth?
No.
Good.
What do you mean good? I want to be back on Earth.
Right. Okay. The question was very simple because it answered your own question. Earth, chocolate isn't on our planet.
Yeah, but you do have rations from Earth on your planet.
I have no idea what you humans do.
There's rations in your storage.
Yeah, I don't eat them.
Well, why not?
Because I eat different food. What are you crazy?
Where all the chocolate in the rations went.
I don't eat them. I don't eat them either. Mostly because I don't eat.
Well, that's a shame for you, because chocolate's delicious and you should eat it.
Zip, you
Also,
should get over the radio and ask for allowed to give this thing chocolate.
Zip, I do not recommend eating chocolate, especially not pure chocolate, because it's poisonous to some earth animals. And
I want you to think about that statement there.
Yeah, this is an Earth animal right here.
Do.
yeah, she's high. They get what we call sugar rushes.
So,
This
Willie...
unleashed me through the shrooms.
Vizier.
Ring around the aliens, a pocket full of aliens, ashes, I all fall down.
This is all happening outside. You can hear this, and I'm not sure. Did you ever encounter Feria before, or was that only a?
No.
Okay. There seems to be a small shrieking something outside that seems to be speaking, possibly in TTC.
Ooh.
They're definitely chatting about it over the radio, though.
I'm very curious to know the chemical composition. I wonder if I could recreate it.
If you give me chocolate, I'll behave. Wait, come back, give me the frog! Give me the frog! I want the frog! Do you lock the door behind you?
Yes, I locked the door.
Give me the frog! I want the frog!
I will open up amp and secure Dionysus inside of amp.
Why'd he take the frog away?
Bashir is very reluctant to leave his happy area and deal with whatever new human bullshit is occurring.
And then close amp.
Where's the frog?
In front of the door as it opens.
Where's the frog? I will start, Feria would probably start climbing over Wilhelm to try to find the frog.
Oh, wait, actually, I have the perfect solution for this. Telekinesis.
Can I resist?
It is an opposed willpower check, and I do have Feria's willpower score.
Okay. I will roll 2d6, and then you get to modify it however it needs to be modified.
Yep, and you also get to roll 2d6 and add it to your willpower, sir.
I rolled 10.
Uh-oh, that's a high number.
Oh, boy.
16.
Uh-oh, that's not.
Hold on.
That's a 16.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, Feria is going to win this by a landslide.
Wow. I didn't realize willpower could go higher than 10.
Oh, no. She rolled that 10 without adding her willpower to it.
How?
Because I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Damn. All right, fair enough.
Feria enough, indeed.
Get out of my house.
Can I make a strength check to try to grab Feria?
Isn't this Paul's house technically?
Actually, hold on. I have a solution. Zip will turn on the radio. So I heard there's an individual named Sarge I need to get a hold of now.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure we need this Sarge individual. Please contact Sarge.
No! Feria would jump on top of Zip to try to get him to stop.
Okay, all right. Shit.
I would like to try to grab Feria off of Zip, but I feel like grabbing the back of the
Wait,
t-shirt.
hold on. Let me roll my physical.
Oh, no, the suspenders. Grab the suspenders.
All right, so for physical, I have an 11.
Oh, boy.
I rolled a 7.
And I know she has more than a 5 strength.
How is this child overpowered?
I'm a 14-year-old battle-hardened child! I've seen more combat than you, alien boy! Come here, give me that!
Excuse me, you're the alien on my planet, child!
You're an alien in my book!
That's moderately racist, but that's okay!
Hey, I'm an alien on your planet, so we're both aliens together, so it's not racist! I'm allowed!
Zip, I'll do you a favor on this one. Don't argue with a child.
I've had a long day, Wilhelm. I've had a long day, and I need to take my anger out on something. And if it's gonna be arguing with an alien over the topic of
Come here,
Frog!
Come here, Frog! Come here, Frog! No, where's the frog? Where's the frog? Where's the frog? Where's the frog? Where's the frog?
Oh, wait, you can't open the airport.
The frog is in a robot? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. No?
Why even say that out loud?
Quick, start talking about Sarge again.
Okay, I'm gonna walk this way while saying, okay, over the radio.
Stay away from my guitar. Stay down.
No, it's my guitar now!
Now that she's over there, Zippo Radio, please contact Sarge immediately for a child who is actually trying to break
Wait,
into the
no!
It's too late. I've already messaged.
No!
It's out.
No!
The best part about all of this is the fact that you're using the intercom radio system, which does not connect to Sarge, but Feria doesn't know this.
And
which is
Zip doesn't know it either. Zip doesn't
Yes,
know
which is perfect.
Yeah, Bashir doesn't know this either. I'm going to jump on the radio. I swear, if you have used our single opportunity to call in Sarge to solve a problem, this is awful. You need solved.
Wait. You're gonna call in Sarge just to fix what? There's nothing to fix here. I'm just here. I've been living in your vents.
I'm sorry, what?
I've been living in your vents. How did you think I got here?
Honestly, I thought the aetherical well portal just shot you out because you haven't slowed down.
Well, I mean, that's because I'm a 14-year-old battle-hardened child.
I was starting to assume you were just born out of sugar.
I'm not born out of sugar, but speaking of which, do you have any sugar?
Can you ask over the radio if we are allowed to give this thing sugar?
Actually, I have an idea. Actually, if you follow me, I might actually know where there is some sugar.
Do you even know what sugar is?
Zip closes the door! Zip uses telekinesis and closes the door!
Oh, no, the frog is on that side. Where's the nearest vent?
No.
At this point in time, unfortunately, with the worst timing ever, this door here will open.
Oh no.
Door freedom!
Walking in, very confused, is Griffin Tyke. It just immediately just sees that, just goes, oh, hi, Feria.
Hi, how's it going, Tyke?
So, pretty good. Are you here for your daily hot chocolate?
Yes.
All right, let's go get you some hot chocolate.
Yes!
And then get
Daily occurrence?
Hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate.
Hey,
Hot chocolate, hot chocolate,
With a
hot chocolate.
pained look, Griffin Tyke looks over and goes, look, either you deal with this, or you give in to her demands, and she goes away for a period of time.
I just imagine it's the situation of me and Zip look at each other, look back at Dynasty and Feria, look back at each other.
Hey, so, Wilhelm,
Yes.
just out of curiosity, we did experience this. This happened.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it? I want to talk about this whole scenario. I just need a conversation. Understood. I will keep it to myself because I don't know what happened. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
And with that, we will end that scenario.
Good news, everyone. We have
It can't be ended until this happens. He dies.
I'm sure when you open AMP again, Dionysus will just be gone.
Probably.
No, I closed the door. That's not possible. The door's clearly closed. Nothing can happen.
Yeah, it's not like the vent system.
If there's a vent, Dionysus can get out. That's what happened the last time.
Okay, so Wilhelm, you left Dionysus unsupervised for more than 3 seconds. I need you to roll me 2d6.
Oh boy.
Oh no, you left Dionysus alone for 0.1 millisecond? Ah, shit.
All right. You will make it in there in time to note a croak butt in a vent.
Ah! Dang it. Gets him in amp, gets over the radio. Dionysus is loose again.
No, I found him in the vents.
You're kidding. You're joking. You're
You will-
lying.
You will, in worst case scenario here, you will hear over Faria's line, which you then realize she does in fact have access to the radio system. As Faria is declaring, found him in the vents, you hear a loud croak-sounding belching noise again.
Oh no.
You know, I could be using this time so much more productively if I didn't know there was a warg about to just happen. You know, I could be searching for
Would you like me to
materials.
change Dionysus' status to in possession, in Fairy's possession, instead of lost in base?
Sure.
Let's see, how do you spell
I could be
Faria?
out just getting
Right here.
materials.
That is PH.
AERIA.
I think that's right.
I spelled it. I sent it in chat.
All right.
Nope, I missed an A.
So, with that, it is 10 o'clock, guys. I am going to, at this point in time, start wrapping up for this and say everyone has an hour of time to do as they, any production or things of that sort that they wish to do. So I'm assuming it's going to be another hour of repair checks, this time issued.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, unaffected.
Boop, boop. And let me get my score here.
You're going to get a +2 on this dice roll.
As well as my usual plus.
Yes, as well as your usual bonuses.
So that'll be a total +9.
And with a 15, that will be a success. You will be able to roll a D3 + 3 this round.
All right.
As
4.
all right, that's still 4. As Griffin Tyke is down there and will aid you in doing repairs as a apology for Faria.
Oh, amazing. Okay, I will remove 4 then. 2, 3, 4.
Okay, very good. So that'll complete you. Zip, what are you doing for the next hour, or is it just nursing a headache?
Half an hour is going to be spent nursing the headache.
Okay.
The other half an hour will be spent going over the notes again to be like, okay, I need to actually figure out what this could be. Because my brain is now churning.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Yep, indeed. But yeah, other than that, also you will be slipped a note, and on that note is the word theobromine.
Is that supposed to mean something?
So there are also other things listed there, such as C7H8N4O2, and a bunch of other things, which
Oh,
for some
chemicals!
reason, so it is chemicals.
Is
And
that
as
how
a
you make
selection-
chocolate?
Yes, it is.
Oh my
It
god,
is.
I realized it after you said the chemical compound. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep. So someone has slipped you the chemical formula for chocolate, and you're looking at that, and you're like, "Yeah, that's poison."
I have 2 sentences to say. How did they get this to me so quickly? And how are they so precise on the poison content?
It is scribbled on the back of a candy bar wrapper.
It is still an accurate chemical composition.
My guess would be Griffin Tyke.
Mm-hmm.
My guess would
Funny.
be that there was a small child climbing all over Zip being handsy.
That too.
Probably.
What are the two?
How did they do it so fast? How did they write it down while also dancing around me? How did they know it off rip? The world may never know.
Well, when you're fueled by chocolate, you tend to know a lot about it.
I'm fueled by sandwiches. It doesn't mean I know the composition of a ham.
I'm fueled by music. I know music notes.
Twitter talk.
Oh, the
shit, you're right.
composition. But yes.
Twitter talk.
But yes. All right. But other than that, the second half hour is reading and reviewing and things of that sort. You will get a slightly more in-depth understanding, but only as far as the observations that Waylon has made. So there are some leaps of logic in his, but considering the fact that the beginning of the notes started exceptionally shaky before finally seeming to cool down, I suppose would be a decent way of putting it.
Okay. So they start going from not calm to calm.
Yeah, from not calm to calmer, but not ever reaching calm. From there, Hanatra,
Yes.
you've listened to this fiasco occur, but luckily did not have to encounter it or interact with it. If you walk into the kitchen area, you will find Feria is sitting in a chair, kicking their feet wildly while sipping a hot cocoa before climbing into a vent.
Okay.
But other than that, what do you do with your hour off? Or hour of time?
Does she actually have an hour, or was that hour spent merged with Wilhelm?
No,
While
no, no.
tripping
This
on
is
shrooms.
we are into the second hour.
We're into a new
So-
hour. Okay.
Yes.
She will double check the storage,
Okay.
make sure that they have enough rations to continue to bunker down, and try to figure out how long they can bunker down with their rations and food supply, due to the fact that she knows that the snipers are still out in the woods and food might become hard to come by in the future.
Okay. Before you even need to worry about supplies, you still have like 3 or 4 days before this week ends, and you already have all of those rationed. Beyond that is what is listed with Waylon Hart as quartermaster. So, and Waylon would have the accurate reading on that, because luckily this week, the first week of the siege, the giant gig kiraga was used as the main form of food to and was able to feed the majority of everybody.
Mm-hmm. So she'll go meet up with Waylon in the trenches just to discuss this.
Okay.
And make sure that everything is going to be okay.
All right. And from there,
Okay, and that would be the 1,210 pounds of meat.
okay.
I'm just gonna remove that.
Yep, you do. Yeah, you don't need to delete anything as
The week hasn't started.
the week has not started yet.
Okay, edit, undo.
It's more Hanacho's just trying to figure out how long until they would need food, because she does not want to be forced to stay here, asked when they would be able to provide sustenance for everyone.
Oh, well,
No, the only sustenance I have is whatever's in the rafters. Gremlin child.
Oh, did you encounter Inferia?
Uh,
Don't worry, she's
What?
still here.
oh, she's always been here from what she's told us.
Not always. But
I
for a
don't know.
while.
How long have you been here for?
A bit.
She's been here for also a bit.
Yes, since the last time we had a visit from some of the
You
others
know,
from the spacecraft.
At this point in time, Zip, you can now kind of flash back to the moment when the supply ship had landed with the large crate of ammunition and everything like that. You now recall the briefest flash of blonde hair zipping between a few of the crates as they were being unloaded from the lander.
huh. Okay. So that was what I saw in my peripheral.
Indeed.
Okay, so as much as I don't mind having a little chaotic thing happening around here every now and again, I have a lab full of things that could potentially cause a chemical explosion, which would then chain react. How do I keep them from doing anything in that room?
If you happen to see them, just keep their attention on something else and don't ever mention it again.
So never mention that that room exists. Because if they go in that room for any reason, that's our resources. Wonderful.
All right. But yeah, does that complete your listing of what you would like to do for the hour, Hanatra?
After the discussion and reassurance that they'll be okay, she would... Let's see... She would... She would ask if they have any more resources to build any additional traps that she might be able to do, even a little bit.
Oh
That
yeah,
would be-
yeah, we.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we still have 334 units of Terran crafting resources. What traps would you like to make? We have a large variety of traps, starting from going
Right.
back to the documents.
As I believe I sent the trap listing to both of you for
Okay.
traps that could be made. As you will convert, so you can converse over that and figure it out. That'll probably be the remainder of your hour.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So so Waylon, are you all right with that being part of your hour, or is there anything else you would like to do during this time?
No, that's part of my hour.
Okay. So from there, lastly is Vizier. Faria seems to have been contained, and you now have an hour of quiet time.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm probably going to be checking out the information we have on local mapping just to go, you know what? I need to start figuring out how to make sure these all are fed.
All right. Noted. Well, luckily you do have this map here.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm currently zoomed in on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to figure out what to do in order to feed all these critters.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do know that this area here, while you had chased it off, you had not killed it, if I am not mistaken.
Correct.
If you were to hunt that large megafauna, that would qualify as the same thing prior, which is a guaranteed week of food.
That's true.
The issue is the distance.
Yeah, it's a long ways away. So, yeah, gonna have to figure out a solution to that problem. Yeah, but that's what's on Vizier's mind for the next hour.
Okay. Well, other than that, luckily, as it is a carnivore, it can also eat fish.
Absolutely.
All right. I do believe I've asked everybody at this point in time.
Yeah.
Believe
Okay,
so.
Good.
Correct.
All right. It is 11:13. I don't want to push into any major event.
Wait, it's 11?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, 10,
It's-
13.
Sorry, 10:13. Sorry for the heart attack.
Oh,
Yeah, some of us have a brain.
Well, it ain't me.
I
no,
have
definitely
to
me
assemble
either.
You can
things
borrow mine.
tomorrow.
You got
Yeah.
this.
Yep. So, but with that then, I am going to say that this will be the official end of the session,